just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything.
He destroys. My mouth speaks the praise of Yah, and let all flesh bless his set apart name forever and
And
ever.
never. All praise.
Hallelujah.
All praise to the Most High.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Praise
Man,
Yah,
all
man.
praise to the Most
Praise the
High,
Most
Praise
High.
man.
y'all. Praise y'all.
Hey, y'all nasty, boy. Y'all nasty, man. Y'all know how to get somebody's spirit jump. Hallelujah.
All
Hallelujah, man. I'm telling you, man.
Selling their soul, liquor and dope. Letting go of the rope, young and the old, slippery slope. Proverbs 1 and 24 is the cause of our woes. We don't even know. So many in the city like a father. Ain't no winning till we turn back to the Father. No quitting, remain willing to go harder. Further,
You got good people out there. You still got to follow the commandments.
the money come with problems and we got no way to solve them. If you got it, then you got them. Best believe that, bro. Open up the Bible, you will find yourself
And
inside
this
it.
is the message which we have heard from him and announced to you, that Elohim is light, and in him is no darkness at all.
In the scriptures, love, life, and put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to.
I was thinking when actually since you said that, I was looking at Psalm 66, and that's what is going on. You know,
Just trying to put the Father over everything, yeah, yeah, yeah. Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. Could care less about the power. You could keep the rings. I'm just trying to put the Father over.
That's when that lust kick in, man. You always got to be dealing with that fight, that daily flesh fight every day.
every
Every
day.
day.
Jews look strange to Americans. They ain't used to seeing Torah keeping people with no Satan in them. Some of us only keep the
I was
laws
able
in
to
our
connect
actions.
to one of our elders in Africa of the Limba tribe.
Till we discover the truth in that days, we be doing something different. We follow the Abba to the T with no permission. Wrestling for blessings like your code, we on a mission. Fully understanding we're the vehicle to bring the truth to others while maintaining that Yahuwah is the engine. I don't think you heard me, I said y'all must be the engine. The Messiah came in his name, he is on one accord with him. In this land of kid, I'm always second guess doctrine that's polytheistic and not keeping the Father central. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. Could care less about the
I don't think the Most High made a mistake. That's how I look at it. He knew what was going on. He knew what he was going to do. He knew how it was going to play out. You know what I'm saying? He
Right on.
declared the end from the beginning. So if it went like that,
That's
it meant
all.
to go that way.
Like that.
less about the power. You could keep the rings. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Father over everything. Father over everything. Power, you could keep the rings. Father over everything. Yeah, yeah,
I know y'all Hebrews, and I know it's late. So, Shabbat Shalom. I love y'all, man.
Love,
Oh,
bro.
Me
You,
too.
bro.
yeah.
Love, brothers.
Hey, Shabbat.
Praise. Praise. All right. Psalm 76. In Yahudah, Elohim is known. His name is great in Yisrael, and his booth is in Shalem, and his dwelling place in Zion. There he broke the arrows of the bow, the shield, and the sword of the battle axe. Selah. You are resplendent, more excellent than mountains of prey. The stout-hearted have been stripped. They slept. They slept their sleep. And none of the mighty men have found their hands. At your rebuke, O Elohim of Jacob, both the rider and horse lay stunned. You are to be feared. And who will stand in your presence when you are displeased? From heaven you shall cause judgment to be heard. The earth shall fear and shall be still. When Elohim arises to right ruling, to save all the meek of the earth. Selah, for the wrath of mankind praises you. With the remainder of wrath, you gird yourself. Make vows to Yahuwah your Elohim and pay them. Let all who are around him bring presents to the one to be feared. He cuts off the spirit of leaders. He is awesome to the sovereigns of the earth. Praise Yah. All right.
All praise. All praise. Okay.
All right, let's get straight to it. I guess we'll get back to that. What is man's evil, right? Part 3, commandment 3. How about that?
Okay. All right. Exodus 20:7.
Yes, sir.
And now return the man's wife, for he is a prophet, and let him pray for you.
Exodus 20:7.
Exodus 20. My bad. I don't know how. All right. Exodus 20:7. Now Moshe was 80 years old.
Exodus 20, chapter 7. I mean, Exodus chapter 20, verse 7. You got me going backwards.
My bad, y'all. Going crazy over here. All right. Exodus 20:7.
Yes, sir.
You do not bring the name of Yahuwah, your Elohim, to naught. For Yahuwah does not leave the one unpunished who brings his name to naught.
So the Most High said, don't bring his name to nothing, right? And that's being real specific. He said the name of the Most High, right? The name of Yah to naught, but Yah does not punish one who brings his name to nothing, right?
Right.
What else that say? What that Leviticus say?
Leviticus 24:15-17.
Mm-hmm.
And speak to the children of Israel, saying, anyone who curses his Elohim shall bear his sin. And he who blasphemed the name of Yahuwah shall certainly be put to death.
Come on, and that's just the same way. That's just the same way when Mashiach was telling you, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you can talk bad about my name, but anybody blaspheme the set apart spirit, right? You know what I'm talking about? He gonna be put to death because the set apart spirit comes straight from the Most High Yah, right?
Right. And all the congregation certainly stoned him, the stranger as well as the native.
Come on.
So that's everybody that was with us. They stoned him too then, huh?
Right, because this is complete blasphemy. Everybody take part in this.
When he blasphemes the name, he is put to death.
Come on, that's talking about even spiritually. We know that, right?
Right. And a man who strikes the bean of any man.
Stop it right there. Let's get to that Psalm 68. Because it say you don't put the name of Yahuwah. You don't blaspheme the name of Yahuwah, nor do you bring his name to nothing, right? But it's like, you know, since a lot of people do deal with that King James, you know, it's gonna be saying the name of the Lord, right? You know what I'm saying? So let's get some understanding real quick right here one time.
Okay. Psalm 68, 1-4. Elohim arises. His enemies are scattered, and those who hate him flee before him. As smoke is driven away, you drive them away. As wax melts before the fire, the wrong perishes before Elohim. See that? As wax melts before the fire, the wrong perishes before Elohim. But the righteous are glad.
Especially the ones blaspheming his name, right?
But the righteous are glad. They exalt before Elohim, and they rejoice with gladness.
It say when the I guess say when the wrong perish, the righteous they do what? They glad, right? They glad they glad because
they rejoice with gladness,
right? For the Most High Kingdom to come, the wicked gotta perish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Sing to Elohim. Sing praises to his name.
Sing praises to what?
To his name.
Sing praises to a title, Lord.
No, his name.
Okay.
Capitalized, Doc. His name is capitalized. Right. So that name is important.
Right.
Right. Raise up a highway before him.
Mm-hmm.
Ride through the deserts. Let me hit that again. Raise up a highway for him who rides through the desert. By his name, Yah.
By his name, what up?
Yah.
So if you go to the King James, they not stripping this from you, right? Because again, think about the blasphemy in these times right now. We talk about it all the time. So it had to be a reason why, we not making no excuses for the people taking his name and replacing it. But think about how much blasphemy will go on. They already any situation, oh Jesus Christ, or then they turn around like, oh, for God's sake, and all that. So just think about if they had his name, think about how they are blasphemed. But for those that's really seeking the Most High Yah, it ain't hard to find his name, right?
Nah. Just gotta look for it. You think about people that don't know his name or just use titles, Lord and God and stuff like that. It's like, do you call your woman lady or woman all day? Do you call your man, hey man, wife, woman, come here? No, you call them by their name.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a relationship with somebody, you know their name.
And that's a good point you bringing up that title. Remember that point too, because we're going to talk about that title later. Not saying that you can't call them a higher, right? But that's still a title, and we're going to get to that. Praise Yah.
Praise. And exalt before him.
And do what before the Most High Yah?
Exalt before him.
That means jump for joy, right? He already told you to raise up a highway. That means bring a major shout when we say raise up a highway, right? Bring major shout and jump for joy. You got to jump for joy. I pray the Most High every day just for knowing his name, just for having his name, man. That's a blessing in itself, man, for sure.
Yeah. Hey, can I say something?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was going to say, like how Aki's saying, like, that's why the Most High say, blessed are your eyes that they could see, because, like, we read it just as clear as day, his name, but a lot of people got the same book and don't know, so we know, like, that spiritually, spiritual eyes, that you can see, man, because a lot of people just can't get that. So, that's why I said jump for joy, because with all praises that you can even get it. And that's what amazes me about the book. I like all these different understandings and all this, but we all got the same book, and it's like, but everybody can't see. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why you gotta jump for that joy, man. Straight up.
I mean, the King James plainly give you the name too. Only thing you got to do is just figure out that the J wasn't created until what 500-600 years ago, and it says Jah.
That's why we went to the simplest form where the Most High said, I ride through the desert by my name, Yah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even because we gonna read later, because you're gonna get the Yahweh and you'll get Yahuwah, or you know what I'm saying, a whole bunch of different names, and we're gonna deal with that later also too. You feel me? I forgot we got a bonus in store. But that's why he gave us the simplest form. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to guess at it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Exodus 3 and verse 1. And Moshe was shepherding the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian.
Mm-hmm.
And he led the flock to the back of the wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
And came to Horeb, the mountain. Elohim.
What is Horeb about?
The mountain of Elohim.
And it's on the backside of that wilderness, right? Okay. So we got a little understanding. Horeb, that's the mountain of the Most High Yah. Okay. All praises.
Okay. Jubilees 4 and 26.
Yes, sir.
Where Yahuwah has 4 places on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
The Garden of Eden
Mm-hmm.
and the Mount of the East.
That sounds like that might be the wilderness.
And this mountain on which you are this day, Mount Sinai.
That's the same as Horeb, right?
Mm-hmm.
The mountain of the Most High, right?
And Mount Zion, which will be sanctified in the new creation for a sanctification of the earth.
For what?
For a sanctification of the earth.
For a set apartness of the earth. That's what to sanctify mean, right? So now we see what Mount Zion is important also, right?
Right. Though it will be the earth, the earth be sanctified from all its guilt and its uncleanness throughout the generations of the world.
And that's why earlier we read it say the righteous gonna rejoice when the wicked perish, right? The earth gotta be sanctified for the Most High Kingdom to come. Come on, man. Now we see why Mount Zion is important too. All praises.
I kind of read that wrong. Let me hit it again.
Okay.
Through it will the earth be sanctified from all its guilt and its uncleanness throughout the generations of the world.
Right.
Okay. Jubilees 8. 18 and 19. And Noah rejoiced that this portion came forth from Shem and for his sons. And he remembered all that he had spoken with his mouth in prophecy. For he has said, blessed be Yahuwah Elohim of Shem, and may Yahuwah dwell in the dwelling of Shem.
And guess what portion was given to Shem, right? The same portion with Mount Zion at, right?
Right.
Okay. We just seen about what Mount Zion represent.
And he knew that the Garden of Eden is the Holy of Holies.
Right.
And the dwelling of Yahuwah. And Mount Sinai, the center of the desert.
Hey, you see that up? You see that? It's like Mount Zion, the center of the desert. That's that same desert that we just read that the Most High ride through by his name. What it say, raise up a highway for him who rides through the deserts. The same desert, Mount Zion, right? By his name,
Okay.
Come on, man. You can't make this up. Praise Yah.
Oh, praise.
And Mount Zion, the center of the navel of the earth. Think about your navel, it's the center of your body, right?
Right. So why everybody fighting for that land where Mount Zion is, right?
These 3 were created as holy places facing each other.
Wow.
That's deep. Okay. Back to Exodus 3.
Yes, sir. Let's finish it up.
Exodus 3 and 2 through 7. And the messenger of Yahuwah appeared to him in a flame of fire from the midst of the bush. And he looked and saw the bush burning with fire, but the bush was not consumed. And Moshe said, let me turn aside now and see this great sight, why the bush does not burn. And Yahuwah saw that he turned aside to see, and Elohim called to him from the midst of the bush and said, Moshe, Moshe. And he said, here I am.
And I want to get into something because it did say that was a messenger of Yahuwah. And then it say, and Yahuwah saw that he turned aside. Make you think who that messenger is, right?
Right. Right. And he said, do not come here. Do not come near here. Take your sandals off your feet, for the place on which you are standing is set apart ground.
Right, that's that same Horeb, right? The mountain of Elohim. This is set apart ground, man. Don't get it twisted.
And he said, I am the Elohim of your father, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Yishak, and the Elohim of Yaakov. And Moshe hid his face, for he was afraid to look at Elohim. And Yahuwah said, I have indeed seen the oppression of my people who are in Mizraim, and have heard their cry because of their slave driver, for I know their sorrow.
Oh, praise the Most High knows, right? You can tell nobody. You can tell nobody your sorrow, right? But the Most High know for sure.
Right. Jumping down to 12. And he said, because I am with you, and this is to you the sign that I have sent you. When you have brought the people out of Mizraim, you are to serve Elohim on this mountain.
Where they to serve Elohim at?
This mountain.
Mount Horeb.
Same mountain.
Right.
Mount Horeb.
Yeah, Mount Horeb. Yep.
And Moshe said to Elohim, see, when I come to the children of Israel and say to them, the Elohim of your fathers has sent me to you, and they say to me, what is his name? What shall I say to them?
That's a question, right? What I'm gonna say when they ask me what's his name? You know what I'm saying? We can't forget Moshe was king of Cush for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of his life too. And he say, hey, what I'm gonna tell him your name is. Go ahead.
And Elohim said to Moshe, I am that which I am.
Come on, man. That means I am eternal, right? I am that I am. That means I am eternal. That means basically that's all you really had to tell him, right?
Right.
The
I
eternal.
am.
Right.
Right. And I am also means I'm gonna be whatever I want to be.
Right.
Be where I want to be, when I want to be.
Letting you know he's self-existent, right?
Self-existent, right. And he fulfills heaven and earth with that one system. I mean that one sentence. I am.
Right. And think about the blasphemy these days. You know what I'm saying? Because what the kids say these days, I'm him. I'm him. Right? That's still a title, right? That's still a title.
Right.
That's not saying that's his name, right?
And then also he said, I am that which I am. That means I am in you too. You can't move without me, right?
Right.
And he said, thus you shall say to the children of Israel, I am has sent me to you.
What Moshe need to tell him?
I am has sent me to you.
Okay.
And Elohim said further to Moshe.
Look at that. Look at that. Elohim said further. That means he kept talking. He ain't stopped after he said, I am. Tell him I am has sent you. Yeah, tell him that. Tell him that. But he kept talking to Moshe. And what else he say?
And Elohim said further to Moshe, thus you are to say to the children of Israel, Yahuwah, Yahuwah, Elohim of your fathers, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Yishak, and the Elohim of Yaakov has sent me to you.
Look at that. Right there. Hold on. He said, Yahuwah, Elohim of your fathers, right? So first he gave you his title, and then he turned around and gave you his name. So basically he telling you to tell them, the great I am Yahuwah has sent me to you. That's said, put my title and here's my name. So yes, the great I am Yahuwah. That's what you tell him. Come on, man.
And he said, this is my name forever.
What is it?
And this is my name forever. This is my remembrance to our generation.
Wow. This is my remembrance to all generations. So that's why they can never strip. As many times as they changed it, they can never take it away. Because he said, this is my name forever. And this is my remembrance to all generations. So that's why we can go to Psalm 68 and read that, right?
Right. All praises.
Okay. Exodus 6, 1 through 3. And Yahuwah said to Moshe, now see what I do to Pharaoh, for with a strong hand he is going to let them go. And with a strong hand he is going to drive them out of his land. And Elohim spoke to Moshe and said to him, I am Yahuwah.
Hey, did that say I am?
No. It didn't say Ahaya Yahuwah either, did it?
Not at all.
Nope.
And I appeared to Abraham, to Yishak, and to Yaakov as El Shaddai. And by my name Yahuwah was I not known to them.
So we went to go read this because it's a lot of misconceptions these days. They be like, oh, I know some scriptures might say, and I was never known to them. Matter of fact, I'll go read in the King James, but we ain't gonna play the punctuation game. But right here, it clearly is a question mark. And to say, was I not known to them? Right? That's a question.
Right.
That's not saying I wasn't known to them. That's a question. Asking, was I not known to them by my name? But let's see what the King James point. We ain't gonna play the punctuation game, but let's go read that same Exodus 6 and 3 in the King James Version. And let's see why people say, and I never knew. Exodus 6 and 3.
And I appeared to Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob by the name of God Almighty. But by my name, Jehovah, was I not known to them.
Oh, it's still a question. But they put a period, right? So now we still get misconstrued saying, they never, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they didn't know his name, right? But again, we're not going to play the punctuation game. Let's go seek it out for ourselves.
Hey, hold on. I'll go back. We can't just, let me real quick. It said, and I appeared unto them, unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob by the name of God Almighty. So he's saying, like, basically just like now that y'all calling on these titles. You know what I'm saying? It's like by the name of God Almighty. But by my name, you know, so he's saying like I have a name, but y'all steady calling me, you know, these titles, man. That's what I just read when I read this right here. So it's like it's going on to this day.
Right. And in some scriptures, and in some texts, it'll say, but I was never known by my name. In some texts, it does say that. This is the major text that everybody read, the King James Version. And it clearly says, was I not known to them by my name?
Right.
That's why the scripture is the better translation, right?
Right. So again, we ain't gonna play the punctuation game. We just gonna see. Was his name ever known to Abraham, Isaac, or Jacob? Let's go find out one time, right?
Genesis 12, 1 through 6. And Yahuwah said to Abram, go yourself out of your land, from your relatives, and from your father's house, to a land which I show you. And I shall make you a great nation, and bless you.
You see that? Abraham ain't just stumble upon this land. The Most High said, go to a land that I'm going to show you, right?
Right. And bless you, and make your name great, and you shall be a blessing. And I shall bless those who bless you, and curse him who curses you. And in you all the clans of the earth shall be blessed. So Abraham left as Yahuwah had commanded him, and Lot went with him. And Abram was 75 years old when he set out from Haran, and Abram took Sarai, his wife, and Lot, his brother's son, and all their possessions that they had gathered, and the beings whom they had acquired in Haran. And they set out for the land of Canaan. And they came to the land of Canaan, and Abram passed through the land to the place of Shechem, as far as the Terebinth, tree of Moreh. At the time of Canaanites were in the land. At that time, the Canaanites were in the land.
Right, so it never said that it was the Canaanites' land. They was just the inhabitants of the land at that time, right?
Right.
So why is and this that same? We already went to go talk about this land, right? How important it was, right? We just read about that, right? So why is the Most High that? And then the Most High said, Abraham, I'm gonna show you this land, right?
So I'm gonna show you this land.
The Canaanites just inhabitants of this land, but this we already read in Jubilees earlier, right? About this these 4 places of the Most High.
Right. Okay. Just about the Noah gave him. Noah told them where to go.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Okay. Jubilees 10, 27 to 34.
I can
Go
hear
ahead,
you.
Al. Okay.
All right. In the 4th week, in the 1st year, in the beginning thereof, in the 4th and 13th Jubilee, were they dispersed from the land of Shinar. And Shem, and it was at Shem, right?
No, that's Ham.
That's Ham.
Oh, okay. And Ham and his sons went into the land which he was to occupy, which he occupied as his portion in the land of the south. And Canaan saw the land of Laban to the river of Mizraim, that it was very good. And he went not into the land of his inheritance to the west, that is to the sea. And he dwelt in the land of Laban.
He dwelt in
Lebanon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like he not going to the land he was supposed to go into. This is Canaan to be exact. Right? Because we see Ham and his sons, but Canaan, one of Ham's sons, saw the land, right? And he was like, yeah, that's looking real good. I don't care where I was supposed to go. I'm gonna go there.
Right. Let's see. Okay, land of Lebanon, eastward and westward from the border of the Jordan and from the border of the sea.
You see why Lebanon been in the news a lot lately too.
Why it's
I gotta see his stuff off.
Again, and why it's always from the beginning, a fight. We watching the fight from the beginning over this land. From the beginning, right?
Yes, sir. And Ham, his father, and Cush, and Mizraim, his brothers, said unto him, you have settled in a land which is not yours, and which did not fall to us by lot. Do not do so.
Come on, man.
For
so
if you do so, go ahead.
His brothers and his daddy Ham is saying, hey, man, this ain't your land. Where you going? What you doing? You feel me? Don't do this. Because Noah already said you're going to be accursed if you do this, right?
He says, for if you do so, you and your sons will fall in the land and be accursed through sedition. For by sedition ye have settled, and by sedition will your children fall, and you shall be rooted out forever.
Wow.
Wow. So all them people over there in that land, they under a little curse then, huh?
Yeah.
And so they gonna forever be fighting until it's cleared out till the children of Shem get in there, huh?
Man. And that's why when we read it said, when we was reading that Genesis, it said, at that time the Canaanites were in the land. This is never their land. right?
Never they land. Right.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see that. Yep.
And that's why it's all fighting going over there in that land from way back then, even to this day.
Right.
It's just
Got
nothing
that
but fight.
definition. Got the definition of sedition.
Okay, bring
Okay.
it up.
Conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of state or monarch.
And that's what I just said. Why it's always gonna be fighting. Read that one more time.
It's conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch.
They've been fighting from way back then to this day.
Right.
Okay. 31, y'all man.
Dwell not in the dwelling of Shem.
The dwelling of who?
In the dwelling of Shem.
Who was this land originally given to?
To Shem.
That's why Noah was happy that what we read in Jubilees early, that portion had failed to Shem, right? Because he knew that the Most High had 4 places on this earth, and these are one of the places, right? Come on, man.
Yep. For to Shem.
From the beginning, our land was basically, you know what I'm saying, taken from us, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's why the words say, ain't nothing new under the sun. Right. It says, for to Shem and to his sons did it come by their lot. Cursed are you, and cursed shall you be beyond all the sons of Noah, by the curse by which we bound ourselves by an oath in the presence of the holy judge and in the presence of Noah, our father.
Wow. So this was an oath, right? An oath in the presence of the holy judge. That's the Most High, right? So now we see Canaan took the Most High name in vain right here, right? He took the Most High name for naught. Because they made this oath in the presence of the Most High. And I'm pretty sure he said he agreed in the presence of the Most High and Noah. And what he do? He basically took the name of the Most High name in vain. For sure.
Yeah. By just doing what he wanted to do.
By doing what he wanted to do. By doing what he wanted to do. And he said he gonna be the most cursed, right? So think about it too. Think about when Ham came in and seen Noah naked after having that wine, right? Who did Noah curse? Who did Noah curse? He cursed Canaan.
Yeah.
He ain't cursed Cam, right? You feel me?
Cursed Canaan.
Man, so now
he said curse be Canaan, right?
Right.
Cursed are you, and cursed shall you be beyond all the sons of Noah, by the curse by which we bound ourselves by an oath, in the presence of the holy judge, and in the presence of Noah our father. But he did not hearken unto them, and dwelt in the land of Lebanon, from Shemath?
Yeah.
To the entering of Mizraim, he and his sons, until this day.
Wow. Okay, let's get back to that.
Hit that 34 too.
Oh, okay.
And for this reason, the land is named Canaan.
See why they always saying, go to the land of Canaan. It's always going to the land of Canaan. Right? You never hear it saying go to the land of Shem.
Right.
Or, Genesis.
Kind of like that, like that Hezekiah album we've been bumping out. He said, they go in the Canaan's land. You know what I'm saying?
What he say? He say, hey, we don't need America, we need Canaan. You feel me?
Right. Yeah.
Hey, but we see why though. We see why, right? And we see why the land is called Canaan, though, right? So really,
yes, sir.
Really, we should be saying we need the land of Shem.
Right. But since they dwelt there in Lebanon, called the land of Canaan.
Right. right, we dealing with that land, but let's get back to that name portion. Let's say, because that's what we really seeking after, right? Where you really seeking about. Is it a punctuation area or not even playing punctuation? Did Abraham know the name of the Most High? Go ahead,
All right, y'all, man, you can keep going. Genesis 12, 7 and 8.
All right. And Yahuwah appeared to Abraham and said, "To your seed I give this land." And he built there a slaughter place to Yahuwah, who had appeared to him. And from there he moved to the mountain east of Bethel, and he pitched his tent with Bethel on the west, and what's that? I and A on the east. And he built there a slaughter place to Yahuwah and called on the name of Yah.
He called on the name of who?
He called on the name of Yah.
So we're clearly seeing that Abraham called on the name of Yahuwah, right?
Right. So they had the name.
Right. So any scriptural text that say, and I was never known to them by Yahuwah, that's clearly wrong. Because right here it said Abraham called on the name of Yahuwah. It didn't say he called on the name Lord, because that's not a name, that's a title, right?
Yes, sir.
But we know in the King James, it's going to put Lord right there. But you can't call on the name of a title. Like y'all was saying.
Not a name.
That's not a name. Go ahead. We see Abraham clearly called on the name of Yahuwah, right? Clearly.
Genesis 26, 1 through 6. You want to keep going out? Or you want me to...
No, I'm
somebody
here.
else?
No, we good. And there was a scarcity of food in the land, besides the first scarcity of food, which was in the days of Abraham. And Yishak went to Abimelech, sovereign of the Philistines, in Gerar. And Yahuwah appeared to him and said, "Do not go down to Mizraim. Live in the land which I command you. Sojourn in this land, and I shall be with you and bless you, for I give all these lands to you and your seed, and I shall establish the oath which I swore to Abraham your father. And I shall increase your seed like the stars of the heavens, and I shall give all these lands to your seed, and in your seed all the nations of the earth shall be blessed. Because Abraham obeyed my voice and guarded my charge, my commands, my laws, and my Torah." Torah.
Right. So now we're seeing that these commands was already known before they were written by the Most High, right by his hand, right? He said, "You guard my commands, my laws, and my Torah," right? So in the commands, it say what we read earlier. It said, "Don't bring the name of the Most High to nothing," right? That's a command. So that means Abraham, we just seen that he knew the name of the Most High and he guarded the commands. And in the commands, it say, "Don't bring my name to nothing." And we just seen what his name was, man. Come on, man.
And Yishak dwelt in Gerar, huh?
Nah, you good. Just I was gonna say, hit that 6 and then we're gonna jump.
And Yishak dwelt in Gerar.
All right, jump to 15, huh?
And the Philistines had stopped up all the wells which his father's servants had dug in the days of Abraham his father, and filled them with dirt. And Abimelech said to Yishak,
"Now you good. We're gonna jump to 18.
Okay. And Yishak dug again the wells of the water which they had dug in the days of Abraham his father, for the Philistines had stopped them up after the death of Abraham. And he called them by the names which his father had called them. But when Yishak's servants dug in the wadi and found a well of running water there, the herdsmen of Ger strove with Yishak, herdsmen, saying, "The water is ours." And he called the name of the well Esek, because they strove with him. And they dug another well, and they strove over that one too. And he called his name Sitnah. And he moved from there and dug another well, and they did not strive over it. And he called his name Rehoboth, and said, "For now Yah has made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land." And from there he went up to Beersheba, and Yahuwah appeared to him the same night and said, "I am the Elohim of your father Abraham. Do not fear, for I am with you, and shall bless you, and increase your seed for my servant Abraham's sake." And he built a slaughter place there and called on the name of Yah. And he pitched his tent there, and the servant of Yishak dug a well there.
Okay. So we got Abraham calling on the name of Yahoo. Then we turned around and seen that Yishak called on the name of Yahoo, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's see if Jacob did the same thing. Let's just get it. Let's just get to the nitty.
Genesis 28, 10 through 15.
And Yaakov went out from Beersheba and went towards Haran.
So that's what we picked up at, right? Because Yishak had went up there to Beersheba, and that's where the Most High appeared to him in Beersheba, right? And that's what he called him Yahuwah, right? So we see Jacob leaving Beersheba, right?
Yes, sir. And he came upon the place and stopped over for the night, for the sun had set. And he took one of the stones of that place and put it at his head. And he lay down in that place to sleep. And he dreamed and saw a ladder set up on the earth, and its top reached to the heavens, and saw messengers of Elohim going up and coming down on it, And see, Yahuwah stood above it and said, "I am Yahuwah, Elohim of Abraham, your father, and the Elohim of Yishak. The land of which you are lying, I give it to you and your seed."
So the Most High appeared to Jacob right here and clearly gave him his name. I am Yahuwah. Right?
Right.
All praises, man. And your seed shall be as the dust of the earth, and you shall break forth the west. You shall break forth to the west and to the east, to the north and the south. And all the clans of the earth shall be blessed in you and in your seed. And see, I am with you and shall guard you wherever you go, and shall bring you back to this land. For I am not going to leave you until I have done what I have spoken to you.
Said my word won't come back void. So he already told you in verse 14 that we was going to be scattered. And he said, it's just going to be so many of y'all that I'm going to have to scatter you. But through your seed, the righteous seed, they're going to come back to this land. All praises.
And that's good that you showed it like that. Because this just clearly shows, what we just read, it clearly shows that the scriptures is a better translation than the King James Version. Clearly shows. Because they put a question mark, right? And then the King James said they didn't even know Yahuwah by that name. But we clearly read that they all was given Yahuwah's name.
Right.
Clearly read that.
And you got it. And then again, you have that name, you automatically keeping the commandment, right? Because again, that go, it's like it almost like it go hand in hand. You know what I'm talking about? Just think about when you was coming into the truth. The first thing you wanted to do was strip Lord and God from your vocabulary, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Think about how we all got this book. We said, man, we stripping all that paganism. That's still paganism, man. That's still what's the word, man? We'll just stick with paganism. Those words are still paganism. You feel me?
And it's bringing his name to naught because you're not even bringing out his name. You're not even telling people what his name is. That's bringing his name to naught.
Right.
Wouldn't it be like by not even mentioning the name of Yahuwah? Wouldn't that be bringing his name to naught?
Hey, we gonna get
his
to
name ain't even important. His name ain't even important. We ain't got to mention. I'm just saying. My bad.
Now we gonna get to that, because really, man, you know, I know that last one was a little long for y'all, so we had to shorten this one up, but we could have kept going and going on this one. No job, praise y'all. You feel me? Because that name is super important. That's a good point. So it's super important. And like I said, that come in hand and coming in this truth. That's one thing you go seek. Seeking the Most High, you're gonna seek His name. You can't just like if you go, even in the physical world, you dealing with somebody. You're not just gonna, like you said earlier, you're not gonna like a lady and call her lady all the days of y'all. When you seeking her, you trying to deal with somebody, the first thing you're gonna do is learn their name, right?
Right.
Let
me see who this woman is I'm dealing with. Hey, baby, what's your name?
Right.
She ain't gonna say woman.
Right.
All right. Joshua 23, 1-3.
All right. And it came to be a long time after Yah had given rest to Israel from all their enemies round about, that Yahushua was old, advanced in years. And Yahushua called for all Israel, and for their elders, and for their heads, and for their judges, and for their officers, and said to them, I am old, advanced in years. And you have seen all that Yah, your Elohim, right? So, got the name and the title right there, has done to all these nations because of you. For Yahuwah, your Elohim, is he who was fighting for you.
We always got to remember that. We are literally weak, man. Unless we got the Most High, man, we weak unless we got the Most High, man. It's the Most High fighting for us, man. What he say? I ain't choose y'all because y'all was great and strong. It's the opposite, right? I told y'all because the opposite. Y'all was just a little nation trying to come up. You feel me?
He said y'all was puny, y'all.
Yeah, y'all was puny out here, man. We always gotta remember it's the Most High Yah fighting for us, man. For sure.
And think about it. He ain't choose the whole seed of Shem, right?
Right.
He choose the portion of them.
Right.
All right, 6-8, Yarmaya.
And you shall be very strong to guard and to do all that is written in the book of the Torah of Moshe, so as not to turn aside from it, right or left. Go straight, right? That narrow.
And then we talk about that before, when we was talking about how they build up, the nation started building up all them gyms, and they had our people trying to get physically strong. The Most High said you need to be very strong in this word and guard and do what I told you. That's what you be strong. That's what you lift weights in. You know what I'm saying? Lift those spiritual weights, man.
All praise straight up. All praise. Praise. So as not to go in among these nations, these who remain among you, and make no mention of the name of their mighty ones, nor swear by them, nor serve them, nor bow down to them, but cling to Yah, your Elohim, as you have done to this day.
Praise Yah. Cling to the Most High Yahoo, right? It say don't
Right,
even mention the names of these mighty ones, right? So that's why
Right.
when we come into this truth, the first thing we was trying to do was cleanse our mouths, right? We had to spiritually brush our teeth, man, and get the names of these other mighty ones out of our mouth, man. What more of that? Because I know he hit me with an Almeen, right? He said, don't say Jesus, right? You feel me?
right.
All
Yeah.
praises to the Most High. All praises.
Feel me? It say the Most High said, don't even mention their names of their mighty ones, nor swear by them, right? So now to ask the question of, can we swear by the Most High, right? It make you think, can you swear by the Most High? Nor serve them, nor bow down to them, right? But cling to Yahweh.
I got a question. This is a question.
Sure.
But so, like for edification's sake, we might say Jesus or God because it's what the people understand. Is that a good thing, or should we just use the Most High name? So you know what I'm saying?
I would say use the Most High name. If they ask a question, you just tell them. But if they call Jesus, don't get mad with them, don't strive with them, because like we always say, he gonna have a new name that no man know. But
right.
Just edify him on why you use the true name, because there's only one name given under heaven, not a translated name. If they use the translation, okay, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? Because like once you learn this name, it's not an easy thing to just stop using the name Jesus until you get practice at it. Practice makes perfect. You keep practicing, you perfect yourself in it. So,
again, that go back to when Yahusha said, yeah, they gonna blaspheme my name. That mean they gonna call me by something different, because he said, make no mention of no other mighty ones, right? So he's like, hey, I already understand. I know they gonna transliterate my name. But that's why he said you can't blaspheme the name of the set apart spirit, right? And what we read earlier in Leviticus, you can't blaspheme the name of the Most High, right? And that's why he said the set apart spirit, because that comes straight from the Most High, man. So again, Mashiach called it himself, right? He basically said, I knew they was gonna transliterate my name. So I ain't holding you for that. You feel me? I ain't gonna what they say, I ain't gonna hold you. What you say, I ain't gonna hold you.
That's it. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah. Okay. That's that he winked at their ignorance, basically.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Exactly what you're saying. Winked at their ignorance.
Right.
You can wink at their ignorance, but like, is they keeping my commands? Is they doing what I want them to do? Because that's what it boils down to. You know what I'm saying? Because there's many languages, even in coming into this Hebrew awakening, people call the Most High different names. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, what's the use of arguing over something? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm glad you're saying that right now, man. Stay tuned for the bonus. Stay tuned for the bonus. Straight up.
Okay.
You mentioned that. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
We jumping.
44-1.
Okay, yes, sir.
Oh, just verse 1, that's it?
Verse 1, then we jump into 3.
All right. Oh, Elohim, we have heard with our ears. Our fathers have related to us the work you did in their days, in the days of old.
That's what we read about. And we just read a lot of we just jumped out of Joshua, right? Go ahead.
Right. 3 and 4. Right?
For not by their own sword did they possess the land, neither did their own arm save them. But it was your right hand and your arm, and the light of your face, because you delighted in them.
Praise Yah. So what? Hey, what? I'm gonna go and shoot out one of it. See the right arm of Yahoo, right? It was your right arm. So again, and to say in the light of your face. So again, it make you ask, who was Moshe talking to when they say the messenger of Yahoo, and then it say Yahoo said, who was that messenger? And then
that Mashiach.
Oh.
You yourself are my sovereign, O Elohim. command deliverance for Jacob.
Crazy. That's for sure. We still in captivity, man. We should be saying this continuously.
I'm about to say that. You know what I'm saying? All praises. You yourself are my sovereign, O Elohim. Right. Command deliverance for Jacob, because we can't save ourselves. Clearly, we can't save ourselves in America.
What we just said, and what the Most High say. I'm the one that's fighting for you. We just read that, right?
That's right.
Most High say, for Yahuwah, your Elohim, he is fighting for you. Right? So that's why we got to say, and we gonna be saying command deliverance for Jacob, please. Right?
Straight up. And like we was talking about, like, we ain't nothing without him. Like look at our people. We still puny out here, like we said. Our people weak. You know what I'm saying? And so we not with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? We are, as a whole nation, we ain't turned back. So, so all praises for that, man. We get that understanding, man, because our condition is a wonder, right? You look at our people and you know how they did Sanya Massey and they just it continues, right? It continues, right?
And how they did how they did Sanya Massey and how we do our own people. We do our own people how they did Sanya Massey, right?
Right. Hey, did you finish 4? Did you finish 4?
Yeah,
I know I got.
Yeah, I finished 4.
You did?
Oh yeah,
okay.
I finished 4. Yeah.
All right, jumping down to 8, verse 8. Just that one verse.
And Elohim, we shall boast all day long, and praise your name forever.
Praise Yah, Selah. Beautiful Selah moment right there. Cool.
Right.
Right.
It gave me goosebumps. And Elohim, we should boast all day long, right? What we boasting in? Anybody, man, even on the video game, what APT TMA stand for?
All praise
to the Most High. You feel me? We boasting all day long that we know the Most High. That's a blessing to know the Most High, right? We gonna boast in that. And then what else we gonna do? And praise your name, right? That's a blessing to know his name, right? Right? That's why I say, don't take my name in vain, right? Because it's a blessing that I gave it to you, man. So don't bring it to nothing, right?
Hey, and that's real deal, Lock. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, you don't think I showed plenty of people Psalm 68 verse 4, and it was like, oh, okay, praise him by his name, yeah, but then they'll still go Jesus and God. You know what I'm saying? I like this. All praises that we know it, because that clearly, that wasn't revealed to them. Just because you read it don't mean it was revealed to you, and the Most High gave you that full understanding, man.
Right.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Because they go right back to church, and then they uproot what you rooted in them. They uproot it as soon as they go back to church, or as soon as they get to watch another YouTube video. Just because somebody got a little truth don't mean, that they got all the truth. 2021,
all right. If we have forgotten the name of our Elohim, or stretched out our hands to a foreign mighty one, will Elohim not stretch? Will Elohim not search this out?
That's a question.
For he know. For he knows the secret of the heart.
Right.
So that go back to what. Go ahead,
No, you good. You good. I mean, that's a perfect script right there.
Right. That go back to what Yamel was asking about. Oh, if I say Jesus, right? Because it say we forgot your name. If we forget the name of Elohim, right? It was always encoded in our DNA, right? And our DNA was always to go back to this script, right? You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's already encoded. My name is encoded, man. I'm gonna reveal it to you, right? But if we ever forget it, like we did in this generation, right? Say, hey, man, with the Most High not search this out? He knows the secrets of the heart. So he knows if you genuinely calling on him, even if you calling on another, what you was told, so shall I say, right?
Right. And then he gonna know if you kick against what somebody else tell you too, right? If you try to show them that his name is Yahuwah, or try to show them, how they changed and put Lord and God in the Bible, like I say, would Elohim not search this out? Would he not know what's going on in your heart? You know what I'm saying?
That's deep, man. That's deep.
Right.
That's deep now. Yeah, that's deep. That's deep. Okay, yeah, that's real deep. Cause
And
like
then, but sometimes that's why.
it's good.
Oh no, go ahead, Art.
I was gonna use that like little testimony moment, like how me and Big Eye was talking about recently, like when I died, came on my body, and I asked God to put me back. I didn't know his name was Yah, but He knew I was talking
Right.
about Him. You know what I'm saying? Cause there's plenty of gods, like there's different gods, Zeus, whatever, little gods, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't have a name, but He knew I was talking about Him. So that's real deep right there. With Elohim, not search this out. What God is you talking about? So He knew I was talking about Him.
Exactly.
So when I learned His name, it never was like, oh, it's a different God. I just happen to know His name now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
It's not even happened to him. He said, man, hey, if you seek me, I'm gonna reveal my name to you. Just if you just seek out anybody, the name is gonna be revealed, like we said earlier. So that's why I said, and it's always been encoded in us. So if we forgotten his name, right? But we called them, like you said, we said, God, help me. He know you talking about them, right? He said, I know the secrets of the heart.
Right. Yeah. You ain't calling Krishna. You ain't saying this. You feel me? Talking about me. All praises.
We just read that. It say, and make no mention of the other mighty one.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, good one. You finished the second half of that out? For he knows the secrets of the heart. Okay.
Sir,
now we're going.
Yeah. That's deep, man. I like that script. All praises, man.
Let me jump in here. My Psalms doesn't even say that. That same verse that we just looking at on the screen, it doesn't even say. It's a totally different. That's crazy.
We were just talking about that though, right? Go ahead, read it. What
it say, come on, now. He said, stop, man. My daughter's being wild, so I haven't been able to talk. But
okay, until he get back, get to that Jeremiah.
Again, Jeremiah 23. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just saying again, say we forgotten the name our Elohim, right? Because again, what's the reason that we forget his name, right? Because the name that they give us, right? We was always given God. We was always given Lord. We was always given Jesus. You know what I'm saying? These are names that we are given, right? So of course it's gonna be forgotten. But again, like we say, the Most High search out these secret places. Praise God, our hearts. Go ahead.
And then you kind of can tell how far along somebody is with they walk with the Most High by what name they use. You can, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, and you saying that? You saying that? It make me think. But yeah, you can for sure. We'll talk about that later too. I ain't gonna.
Let me say that you said you guys just got done reading the Psalms 44:20, right?
Right.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't even say that. It says, this is what my Psalms 44:20 says. It says, if we turn, this is Psalms 44:20. If we have turned away from worshiping our God or spreading our hands in prayer to foreign gods, that's what verse 20 says compared to what you guys just read.
Let me go back to it real quick.
She's gonna be yelling if I put her down.
That's why. DeAndre, the KJV.
This my little student Bible. I put I've had it for so long. So if I have some scriptures that I just think that I need to remember or want, to remember, I just put them in here. But I usually be on my little online Bible.
Oh, he said it's a study Bible up.
Yeah, let me go. I think it's it's I've had it so long that the little name on it, New Living. Let me see.
I like that, the NIV.
Right now, the King James Bible? Oh, no.
No, it's not the King. It's the New Living translation.
Oh.
Okay. You just read that. Yeah, you just had it up.
He said the New Living translation.
No, that wasn't it.
Oh, okay.
It's got to be in here. Let's see.
Come on, baby, you gotta do
one
your
of them.
stuff,
It's
you
one
know?
of them you ain't supposed to be dealing with. I don't know if it's the New Living, but it's like one of them things you ain't supposed to be dealing with.
Man, it sounds like the New Living. And they just pulled out a whole verse.
There you go, right there. The NLT.
Stop, that's not against you. Bro, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna
Yeah,
mute
we
it.
have forgotten the name of our God or spread our hands in prayer to foreign gods. God would surely have known it, for he knows the secrets of every heart. Is that what yours said, Jabba?
Mine says Psalms 44. If we had turned away from worshiping our God or spread our hands in prayer to foreign gods. That's just verse 20 by itself.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you a spot. We're gonna have to get him a TS show.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back because
Get
that's
some
all.
scriptures out.
That's all.
That's crazy.
It don't even say to talk about the name right there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the main thing. We have forgotten the name. That's the main part.
But the reason why I brought that up to your attention is because they purposely pulled that out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. That's
the whole thing. I'm looking at like that's a bar. Let me go put it in because I got a whole bunch of tabs in here. So I was like, that's a bar. And I looked and I'm like, I might trip in. I put my glasses on. I'm like, let me hold up. And she's turning off my earpiece and on, so I couldn't had all kinds of things going on. But I had to see what y'all thought about that. But yeah, go ahead though.
All right, Jeremiah 23 and 23. 27. Yeah, me and Marv been reading these scriptures for you. Man. It's been a minute, ain't it, Marv?
Oh yeah.
It's been a minute. You want to read something out?
Yeah, I'll read. Can y'all hear my fan?
Nah, you good. You all good.
Okay.
23 to 27.
All right. Am I an Elohim close by, declares Yahuwah, and not an Elohim afar off? If anyone is hidden in secret places, would I not see him, declares Yahuwah? Do I not feel the heavens and earth, declares Yahuwah?
That's that I am right there. Do I not feel the heavens and the earth?
Hey, go get the definition of feel one time, please.
Definition of what?
Feel. Yeah, I take too long to put it on the screen. Get the definition of feel and read the second definition of it. I believe it is.
All right.
That's a good point that I said though. That's that I am right there.
Yeah, that's that I am right there.
All right. The second definition of this is feel. I guess it's the same. Become an overwhelming presence in pervade.
Become an overwhelming presence, right?
Yeah.
That's a feel. Do I not become an overwhelming presence, right?
I am.
Right. That's that I am right there. All praise. Go ahead.
Where I leave off of?
25.
The end of 24. Do I not feel the heavens and the earth, declares Yahuwah?
I have heard what the prophets have said, who prophesied falsehood in my name, saying, I have dreamed and I have dreamed. Till when shall it be in the heart of the prophets of falsehood and the prophets of deceit of their own heart, who try to make my people forget my name by their dreams, which everyone relates to his neighbor, as their father forgot my name for Baal.
You see that?
Man.
You see that?
Man.
Who try to make my people forget my name by their dreams, right? So all these pastors, right? They can go read Psalm 68. They can read in Isaiah when it says Jehovah. We just read Psalm 68 and said Yah, or in the King James it'll say Jah, right? And he's saying that's his name. But what they do, they make you forget, like they made our fathers forget his name for Baal. What they say, Lord. Don't Baal translate to Lord?
Yeah.
So all these pastors can read in Isaiah where it say Jehovah, or in Psalms where it say Yah, but they still say Lord and God.
Some of the King James version on that Psalm 68:4, they used to say Jah, but now the newer ones say the Lord. They changed it.
Right, yeah. And that kind of like this goes back to go ahead.
No, I'm just saying they further trying to make you forget the name.
Right. We just read. We just read.
Yeah. And let's say what we just witnessed. Oh.
Yeah, that's why they keep coming out with these different translations. You know, they don't translate.
I'm about to say that.
In the translation.
They don't translate the Quran or Buddha books like they do the Bible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it must be for a reason.
Right.
I was gonna say we just witnessed that with Giandre pulling out that what he read that was different than what we read, so in a whole different translation.
It's getting worse.
All right, Psalm 83, 16 through 18, Mar.
Fill their faces with shame and let them seek your name, O Yahuwah. Let them be ashamed and alarmed forever, and let them become abashed and perish. Man.
That's all them. We talking about all them ones who try to make us forget the name of the Most High. Fill their faces with shame and let them seek your name, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? Let them be abashed. You say what?
No, I'm just saying, let them seek it, right?
Right. Let them be alarmed because the Most High say, hey, don't bring what you said earlier. If they even see this name and they still be like, I ain't dealing with it right there. Could we call that bringing this name to nothing, like you said earlier? Right? And it said, let them be abashed. I mean, let them be embarrassed, right? Confused, right? Ashamed, right? Come on, man. Let them know. Oh, did you read that? My bad.
Nah, yeah.
And let them know that you, whose name is Yahuwah, you alone are the Most High over all the earth.
Praise Yah.
Praise.
And we was just talking about that. If you go in King James right now, that'll say, and let them know whose name is Jehovah. Come on, they try to make us forget his name, right? Even if they change the J to the Y and all this, why don't you say in your assembly Jehovah or Jah, right? Why is it Lord and God? Come on,
man. And that ain't doing nothing but keeping Lord and God in everybody's mouth, right?
Yeah.
All right. Deuteronomy 6 and 13. Keep it moving, Mar.
Fear Yahuwah, your Elohim, and serve him, and swear by his name.
Oh, so now we got the answer to the question we asked. Because earlier when we read that Joshua 23, it said, don't mention their names nor swear by them, right? So it begs the question, can we swear by the Most High name? And what that just say right there? It say, fear Yahuwah, serve him, and swear by his name. And swear by his name, right? So if you able to swear by the Most High name, if you swear falsely, that means you'll be bringing his name to naught, because you know his name now. Swear by his name.
All right. Joshua 2. Joshua 2, 1 through 5. Keep it moving. All right.
And Joshua, son of Nun, secretly sent out 2 men from Shittim to spy, saying, go see the land and Jericho. And they went and came to the house of a woman, a whore. Her name was Rahab, and they lay down there. But it was reported to the sovereign of Jericho, saying, see, men from the children of Israel have come here tonight to search out the land. And the sovereign of Jericho sent to Rahab, saying, bring out the men who have come to you, who have entered your house, for they have come to search out all the land. But the woman had taken the 2 men and hid them. So she said, the men came to me, but I did not know where they were from. Then it came to be as the gate was being shut, when it was dark, the men went out. I do not know where the men went. Pursue them quickly, so that you overtake them. But she had brought them up to the roof and hidden them with the stalks of flax.
Yeah, no, you good. Just keep reading too.
But she had brought them up to the roof and hidden them with the stalks of flax which he had laid out on the roof. And the men pursued them by the way to the yard, to the fords, and they shut the gate outwards as soon as their pursuers had gone out. And before they lay down, she came up to them on the roof, and she said to the men, I know that Yahuwah has given you the land, and that the fear of you has fallen on us, and that all the inhabitants of the land melt away because of you.
She said, I know that Yahuwah has given you the land.
That's the woman saying that. The woman clearly know his name, right? The Most High
Right.
making his name be known across the nations, right? When he opened up the Sea of Reeds. Come on.
Right. It makes you wonder, was she dipping in the book of Jubilees? Was she reading? Because this is Joshua.
Oh, that Jasher. You talking about that Jasher?
That now the Jubilees, when that Jubilees 10, we read that land was given to them.
Okay. Yeah.
Make you wonder, you know what I'm saying? Okay, go ahead, Mara.
And she said to the
Going
men,
all the way to 14.
oh yeah, you gotta raise it up. Raise it up.
Okay.
But
I guess this answers the question right here, what you just asked. Go ahead.
But we have heard how Yahuwah dried up the water of the Sea of Reeds for you when you came out of Mizraim, and what you did to the two sovereigns of the Amorites who were beyond the Jordan, Sihon and Og, whom you put under the ban.
So she wasn't reading nothing. She said, but we heard, right? But we heard.
Yeah, she heard about it.
Yeah.
And we heard. Go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, I'm glad you brought that up, Shaq. And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, like, maybe she didn't even read it because, like, these are real accounts, and these things was like, like passed down in history and through word of mouth. You know what I mean? And that's why that's why the Most High, like it said, that when Moses was able to be like, man, these people done seen you deliver them. They don't want to be known as the God that delivered the people and killed them all. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was for all the nations. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and that's when he was making his name great among the nations too, right?
Right, exactly. So these is that red. Like, this is why these nations are conspired against us too, and want to keep us in our position, because they know what when we turn back to the Most High, what He could do. Because this is history. They like, we know who's with these people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we just read that earlier in Joshua, right? Because it said, "For Yahuwah your Elohim, He is fighting for you," right?
Right. Exactly.
Right. And like you said, He is fighting for you. The Amorites, I wonder that Sihon was a giant too. I know Og was. But the Amorites, remember, Most High said they was tall as the cedar trees. Right. I wonder if that Sihon was a giant also. Probably was. We couldn't fight no giants.
Right.
Right.
Puny out here, Come on.
We puny out here, and one more thing, these nations know. That goes back to like that Psalms 83. Like these other nations know we the Israelites, but they come to America, they'll never tell us, man. But they know.
Nah.
They know.
Right. There's too much history for us not to know. That was the main thing.
Right, exactly.
Israel from their history, right? So they'll never turn back to their Elohim, right?
They got
other nations. They don't strip them from their history. They can go in their Cambridge library. You gotta be special to go into a library talking about the true Israel straight up. What you say? That's hidden.
Right. Ours started slavery. It's the only thing we wanted to know. As soon as they come out of slavery, they became a new race of black people. That's it.
Okay. Hey, one last thing, I gotta say it. Our history is hidden in the Vatican. Protected by military, the mightiest of the militaries. When you go to Egypt, you gotta get special passes to see the real paintings of the walls that look like us. Our history is hidden for real. It's deep, and they don't do that for no reason. They do that because they know who are Most High, who the Most High is. Not because they scared of us. It's if we came back to the Most High, called on the right name, and all that comes with it.
Right. And they
with
know,
it.
and they know what we just read because he is fighting for them. Let's keep them away from their hell. Let's keep them away from Yah because he's fighting for them. We can't have that. Can't have that.
Okay. 11. I keep moving to 14.
And when we heard, our hearts melted, and there was no spirit left in anyone because of you. For Yahuwah, your Elohim, he is Elohim in the heavens above and on the earth beneath.
Didn't we just read that? The Most High said, "Do I not feel the heavens and the earth?" Right? And
Right.
now this woman of another nation knows this. Man, Most High so powerful. Praise God.
Praise John.
Oh, praise.
And now, please swear to me by Yahuwah, since I have shown you loving commitment, that you also shall show loving commitment to my father's house and shall give me a true token.
You see that? Now that's helping. The woman even said it. Because the Most High told you, he said, fear Yahuwah, serve him, swear by his name. What that woman say? Please swear to me by Yahuwah. Right? Please swear to me by Yahuwah. Come on, by his name. Swear by his name. The Most High just told you to do that. Come on, man.
And shall spare my father and my mother and my brothers and my sisters and all they have, and shall deliver our lives from death. And the men said to her, our lives for yours. If you do not expose this matter of ours, then it shall be, when Yahuwah has given us the land, that we shall treat you in loving commitment and truth.
And truth. Jump to 17.
That's the
Go
swear.
ahead.
That's the oath that they made when they swore by Yahuwah, right?
And the men said to her, we are released from this oath of yours, which you have made us swear. Unless we come into the land you bind. I mean, you got to move it up a little bit. Okay. Unless when we come into the land, you bind this line of scarlet cord in the window through which you let us down. And unless you bring your father and your mother and your brothers and all your father's household to your own home, it shall be that anyone who goes outside the doors of your house into the street, his blood is on his own head, and we are innocent. And anyone who is with you in the house, his blood is on our head if a hand is laid on him. So he basically said, "Oh, y'all know."
Now go ahead. What you gonna say? I break that
I was
down.
just saying. She was saying that he was telling her that anybody come out your house, that ain't on us. But
Right,
anybody
that's
come
on
in your
them.
house, then that's on us. Then basically. And if you expose this matter of ours, then we shall be released from your oath, which you made us swear. And she said, let it be according to your words. And she sent them away, and they went. And she bound the scarlet cord in the window.
See that? She bound the scarlet cord in the window. Just like putting blood over your doorpost, right?
And
Symbolism.
that was a part of the oath that they swore by the name of the Most High Yah, right?
They made a fairy tale off of that. Her binding that cord in that window. They made a fairy tale. It was called what was that called? I can't think of the name of Rapunzel. Yeah, I think Rapunzel. I think she put her hair down in the window, let her hair down in the window, and I think she was going to escape or something. I can't remember how it go, but yeah.
All right, Numbers chapter 30 and verse 2. This will be the last one. One more.
When a man vows a vow to Yahuwah or swears an oath to bind himself by some agreement, he does not break his word. He does according to all that comes out of his mouth.
That's what they did with the woman too, though, right?
I was gonna say, you want to read the next one? Say the woman on the next one.
Oh, nah, we ain't gonna get all the way up into that. That's long,
Oh, okay.
Exodus, 1 Samuel 20.
And that also means, a man of the Most High gonna keep his vow, right? It's like if you don't keep your vow, you basically taking the Most High name in vain, right? A man of the
Right.
Most High, if you make a vow or oath with somebody else, he got to keep that, man. Because the person looking at you like, well, he a man of the Most High, so that's why the woman said, swear by Yah. You feel me? If he's a man of Yah, he gonna keep his vow or keep his oath that he made.
Okay. I had just the Samuel. Let me know when to skip. I know 1 through 4, then 11, but let me know when to skip. I'm gonna hit this one.
Okay.
And Dawid fled from Nanwith with Ramah and went and said to Jonathan, what have I done? What is my crookedness? And what is my sin before your father, that he seeks my life? And Jonathan said to him, far be it, you are not going to die. See, my father does no big matter nor small matter without disclosing it to me. And why should my father hide this matter from me? It is not so. But Dawid swore again and said, your father knows well that I have found favor in your eyes. And he says, do not let Jonathan know this, lest he be grieved. But surely, as Yahuwah lives, and as your being lives, there is but a step between me and death. And Jonathan said to David, whatever your desire is, I do it for you.
Verse 11,
Okay. And Jonathan said to David, come and let us go out into the field. And they both went out into the field. And Jonathan said to David, Yahuwah, Elohim of Israel, be witness. When I search out my father's, when I search out my father's sometime tomorrow or the third day, and see if there is good towards David, and I do not send to you or disclose it to you, so let Yahuwah do so as much more to Jonathan.
that's basically him making an oath right there, right? He say, let Yah be witness, right? And if I don't do it according to what we saying, let the Most High judge, right?
Mm-hmm. And if it pleases my father to you, to do to you, and if it pleases my father to do you evil, then I shall disclose it to you and send you away, and you shall go in peace. And Yahuwah be with you as he has been with my father. But show me the loving commitment of Yahuwah, not only while I still live, so that I do not die, and do not cut off your loving commitment from my house forever. No, not when Yahuwah has cut off every one of his enemies of David from the face of the earth.
So Jonathan said, hey, even when I die, man, my seed, man, show mercy to my seed. You know, how we get down, how, you know, we loving to each other, be loving like that to my seed, man. Swear to me that, right?
Mm-hmm. And Jonathan made a covenant with the house of David, saying, Yahuwah shall require it at the hand of the enemies of David. And Jonathan again made David swear, because he loved him. For he loved him as he loved his own being.
Made him swear by the name of the Most High. Jump down 24 and 25, right?
Okay. And David hid in the field. And when the new moon came, the sovereign sat down by the food to eat. And the sovereign sat on his seat, as at other times, on a seat by the wall, Jonathan standing, and Abner sitting by Saul's side. But the place of David was empty.
27, through 30.
And it came, okay, and it came to be the next day, the second day of the new moon, that David's place was empty. And Saul said to Jonathan, his son, why has the son of Yeshai not come to eat, either yesterday or today? And Jonathan answered Saul, David earnestly asked my permission to go to Bethlehem. And he said, please let me go, for our clan has a slaughtering in the city, and my brother has commanded me to be there. And now, if I have found favor in your eyes, please let me get away and see my brothers. That is why he has not come to the sovereign's table.
See, hey, what he say? He made up a story. He said, hey man, my grandma turned 94 today, man. You know, he said he had to get up out of there. They had a slaughter and a nice feast. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
You know, some brothers just can't help it. They just got, you know.
Go ahead.
You gotta pick up a rock from somewhere.
I gotta give you one today. It was a little dry without throwing something at you today. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Then the displeasure of Saul burned against Jonathan, and he said to him, you son of a perverse, rebellious one, do I not know that you have chosen the son of Yeshai to your own shame and to the shame of your mother's nakedness?
I've been bad to him. Them down 33.
All right. At that, Shaul hurled a spear at him to smite him. You know, he said they grabbed that spear, threw it at him.
Threw it at him, Mike.
Yeah. You know, then Jonathan knew his father had resolved to put David to death.
I'm down to 42.
Okay. And Jonathan said to David, go in peace, since we have both sworn in the name of Yahuwah, saying, Yahuwah is between you and me, and between your seed and my seed forever. Then he arose and left, and Jonathan went into the city.
Come on, man. It says, since we have both sworn in the name of Yahuwah, right? He said, hey, from my seed to your seed, man, show love and commitment always, right? Right? So basically, they already knew these commands, right? They reading this Torah. They read what we just read in Numbers, right? When a man vows a vow to Yahuwah or swears an oath to bind himself by some agreement, right? That means either or when we say or. You either vowing to Yahuwah or you swearing the oath to bind yourself to an agreement like they just did by the name of Yahuwah, right? So now we get some understanding when the Most High say, fear me and swear by my name. Now we getting a little understanding now.
Right. All right. 1 Samuel 31, 1 through 3. And the Philistines were fighting against Israel, and the men of Israel fled from before the Philistines and fell slain on Mount Gilboa. And the Philistines followed hard after Saul and his son. And the Philistines struck Jonathan and Abinadab and Malchishua, sons of Saul. And the battle went hard against Saul, and the archers hit him, so that he was severely wounded by the archers.
Verse 6,
Thus Saul died, and 3 of his sons, and his armor bearer, also all his men, together that day.
So we see, man, hey, Jonathan said, even if I die, you feel me, man, show love and commitment to my seed forever. And they swore by the name of Yahuwah that David would do that, right? So we see Jonathan dead there. Let's keep going.
Hey, 2 Samuel chapter 9, verse 1. And David said, is there still anyone who is left of the house of Saul that I might show him loving commitment because of Jonathan?
Because of who?
Because of Jonathan. Because they had that oath, right?
Exactly, that they swear by whose name?
By the Most High's name.
So David, like, man, I gotta keep this oath that we swear by the name of the Most High in. Come on.
Right. Verse 3. And the sovereign said, is there not still someone of the house of Saul, so that I show him the loving commitment of Elohim? And Tisbah said to the sovereign, there is still a son of Jonathan, lame in his feet. So his feet, you know, he's walking.
You say he walking like Forrest Gump before he had them braces off his legs?
Yeah. Just like that, all right. Just like that.
6 through 10, all right.
And Mesapala, son of Jonathan, son of Saul, came to David and fell on his face and did a big obstinance.
That's the real question right here. Did he fall on his face to do obedient obedience, right? Or did he fall on his face because he was lame in his feet? Y'all didn't get that one. Okay, keep moving. Let's go.
I got it. He got it. He wasn't lame on his feet. He was scared of David, huh?
Okay, I just say no. I was just trying to see if y'all was woke one time. Come on, man.
And David said,
Mephibosheth.
Mephibosheth. And he answered, here is your servant. David then said to him, do not fear, for I shall certainly show you loving commitment because of Jonathan your father, and shall return to you all the land of Saul your grandfather, and let you eat bread at my table continually.
You see that? Because they swore by the name of Yahuwah that he'll do that, right? So he making sure he keeping that vow. Jump down to 13 out.
Okay. You want me to go all the way to 10?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, you can go to 10, my bad. Or you can just jump to 13. We ain't got to get it all.
Okay. And Mr. Pelaboth.
Right, that was all the way.
I know it was all the way. Mephibosheth was dwelling in Jerusalem, for he ate continually at the sovereign's table, and he was lame in both his feet.
So again, did he keep falling before David? Keep falling before David, or did he do ambience? Right? All right, I'm gonna let that one go. Y'all not catching now. It's okay.
Hey, man, you can't be talking about lame people, all right? You ain't supposed to be talking about.
I ain't talking about them. I'm asking the question. I'm asking the question.
I mean, you can't ask the question and laugh at the same time. Like, that just, it just sounds like you just like throwing shots at him.
Hey, y'all don't even use the word lame. Somebody could be uncool to y'all. Y'all call them lame. You feel me? So
All right. You ready, Yamel? Deuteronomy 23, 21 and 23.
When you make a vow to Yahuwah your Elohim, do not delay to pay it. For Yahuwah your Elohim is certainly requiring it of you, and it shall be sin in you.
It shall be sin in you, right? Because you're gonna be holding that, you're gonna be inside holding that like, man, I ain't even pay my vow accordingly, man. So it's not that we even went to go read it accordingly, like, oh, you ain't pay your vow, but it's gonna be sin in you accordingly, right? Because you ain't did what you were supposed to do, and especially if you swore in the name of the Most High, you know what it is, right?
No doubt, exactly. Yeah, that's like if you sent somebody out to do something, and then they know it's coming from you, then they don't do it. You be like, Dad, you making me look bad. Most High, like, don't do that to me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta represent.
Right. Straight up. Like you say, that's basically going back to being a light to this world, right? They see how you get down, the nations praise the Most High, right?
Exactly. So you get down dirty, then like you said, don't bring my name to naught. You don't get dirty in my name, then they're gonna look at you like, well, who this you serving?
Right.
That's bringing his name to naught.
Right. Sure.
But when you abstain from vowing, it is not sin in you.
Hmm?
You know, Most High said, "Don't bring if you don't bring me into it, then they ain't got nothing to do with it." That's on you then.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Straight
But if
up,
you
right?
put my name
Straight
in it,
up.
hey, you gotta act right.
Straight up.
All right, that which has gone from your lips, you shall guard and do, for you voluntarily vowed to Yah,
Mm-hmm.
your Elohim, but you have promised with your mouth.
That you voluntarily did that, right? So now
Mm-hmm.
even when David and Jonathan was getting down, they voluntarily did that. They the Most High say, "Hey, y'all got to swear by me." You know what I'm saying, to confirm this oath. They voluntarily
Nope.
swore in the name of the Most High to each other, right?
Right.
And another good example of that, we ain't gonna deal with it. But another good example that the world take advantage of is marriage, right? You feel me? You voluntarily said, "I'm gonna go marry this woman," and then like, "Oh, I don't want to deal with her no more." But we ain't gonna deal with that. Let's go. Let's keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
2 Samuel 15, 1-4. I can keep it moving.
All right. And it came to be after this that Absalom prepared a chariot and horses for himself and 50 men to run before him. And Absalom used to rise early and stand beside the way to the gate. And it came to be, whenever anyone who had a complaint came to the sovereign for right ruling, that Absalom would call to him and say, "What city are you from?" And when he said, "Your servant is from such and such a tribe of Israel," Absalom would say to him, "Look, your matters are good and right, but you have nobody from the sovereign to hear you." And Absalom would say, "Oh, that I were made judge in the land, and everyone who has any complaint or case could come to me, and I shall let right be done to him."
Jumping to 6-10, huh?
And Absalom did this to all Israel who came to the sovereign for right ruling. And Absalom stole the hearts of the men of Israel. And it came to be at the end of the 40 years that Absalom said to the sovereign, "Please let me go to Hebron and pay the vow which I vowed to Yah. For your servant." Go ahead.
We just read that in Deuteronomy 2, right? It said,
Mhm.
you make a vow to the Most High, don't delay to pay it, right?
Right.
So basically, again, now we see that our people was reading the Torah, because he went to David like, "Man, I made a vow in Hebron to pay my vow that I owe to the Most High," right? So of course they was reading. They were like, "Man, go do your thing," right?
Right. For your servant vowed a vow while I dwelt at Geshur and Aram, saying, "If Yahuwah indeed brings me back to Jerusalem, then I shall serve Yah." And
So
the sovereign said to him, "Go ahead,
I'm making sure he's taking advantage of that command, right?"
And the sovereign said to him, "Go in peace." And he rose up and went to Hebron. And Absalom sent spies throughout all the tribes of Israel, saying, "As soon as you hear the voice of the shofar, then you shall say, Absalom is the sovereign of Hebron."
Wow. Wow. So Absalom said, "I need to go pay a vow to the Most High," but really, he was setting up to do wickedness, right? Is that not taking the Most High name in vain? Is that not bringing the Most High name to naught?
Yes, sir.
Man, let's read Leviticus one time, man. What does that say?
Leviticus 19, verse 1 and 2. And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, saying, "Oh, go ahead, Yamil, my bad."
Oh, okay. And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, saying, "Speak to all the congregation of the children of Israel, and say to them, be set apart, for I, Yahuwah, your Elohim, am set apart.
Right, and that's for sure.
Mm.
Okay, jump down. Verse 11.
That was a command, wasn't it?
That's
Was that a command or not?
That's a command, not for sure.
Says, do not steal, do not lie, do not deceive one another.
Did Absalom not just do that?
Yes, sir.
He lied. He said, I made a vow to the Most High, right? And he deceived David. He did it, right? What that verse 12 say?
And do not swear falsely by my name. And so profane the name of your Elohim. I am Yahuwah.
We just seen Absalom did all three of these things. He lied, he deceived, and he swore falsely by the name of Yahuwah when he said, I made a vow and I need to go pay my vow, but really he was setting up to overrule, right? Come on, man. So the Most High say, swear by my name, but don't swear falsely by my name. What we just seen Absalom do.
Right. All right. Back to 2 Samuel 15, 11 through 14. I'll keep it moving.
All right. And with Absalom went 200 men of Jerusalem who were invited, and they went along unexpectedly and did not know the matter at all.
See that? Look how deceiving Absalom is. He took 200 men that they didn't even know what they was going to fight for. They just said, oh, Absalom, they don't even know what's going on, man. You know?
Deceit.
Right.
That's after Satan right there.
So, man, we should have knew it was after Satan when he said, let me go to Hebron and pay a vow, which I vowed to the Most High. He just swore falsely by the name of the Most High, and then he sent spies out and said, when y'all hear this, say Absalom is king. Come on, man.
Absalom also sent for, what did I say, Asaph? Ethophel, the Gileonite, counselor of David, from his city, from Gilead, while he slaughtering, and it came to be that the conspiracy became potent. For the people with Absalom kept increasing.
Hey, so it ain't just a conspiracy no more. They was conspiring to do something, but it became potent. And the people started increasing with Absalom, right?
Then a messenger came to David, saying, the hearts of the men of Israel are with Absalom. And David said to all his servants who were with him at Jerusalem, rise up and let us flee, for none of us shall escape from Absalom. Go in haste, lest he overtake us quickly and bring evil upon us, and strike the city with the edge of the sword.
Dang. Because remember, Absalom was coming from Hebron, right? So David already knew he was coming from Hebron to Jerusalem, you know what I'm saying, to take over. You feel me? But again, Absalom was never supposed to leave the city of Hebron, but he said that he made a vow to the Most High. And that's why David let him leave the city. But we see he was swearing falsely by the Most High name, right?
Okay. 2 Samuel 16, 5 through 13. You want to keep going or you want to go, Mar?
Yeah, I'll keep dealing with this.
Okay, deal. 5 through 13.
And when the sovereign David came to Berahim, he saw a man from the clan of the house of Shaul, whose name was Shimei of Gerah, coming from there. He came out cursing as he came. And he pelted with stones David and all the servants of the sovereign of David, and all the people and all the mighty men were on the right and on his left. And this is what Shimmy said as he cursed, get out, O man of blood and man of Belial.
Man, he talking bad to David, ain't he?
Mm-hmm.
So you a man of blood, man, and you a wicked man. He call him man of Belial, he call him a wicked man, right?
Yahuwah has brought upon you all the blood of the house of Shaul, in whose place you have reigned.
In whose place you have reigned. But what did David do? He kept his vow for the house of Shaul because of Jonathan, right?
Right.
And Yahuwah has given the reign into the hand of Absalom, your son. Dad, that was his own son doing him dirty.
Oh, yeah, that's his own son. But again, we got to understand the Most High disciplines, right? So what did David do? He ain't going to get off topic, but what David do before this? He
Bathsheba, right?
Exactly. This is David's punishment.
Had him killed.
Right.
He said he gonna do the same thing to you.
Right. And see, you are in your own evil, for you are a man of blood.
Come on, man. So this ain't. That's why when the scripture's saying confess your sins, right? He keep calling him a man of blood. He ain't calling David a man of blood because he be going out and he be knocking heads off against the Philistines. He call him a man of blood because of what he did to Bathsheba.
Yeah. What's his name? Send him on the front line. Yeah, send him on the front lines and let him get killed.
So how does anybody even know this, man? Like the scriptures say, man, confess your sins, right? Come on. We even able to read it. How do we know it? We able to read it. Confess your sins, man. David know he did wickedness, and this is that we read. Come on.
And the Most High always say, for your sins, I won't leave you unpunished, right?
Right. Especially if he dealing with you, right? The wicked can go on and keep sinning. The Most High let them do what they do. He like they gonna perish anyway. But you, my servant, oh yeah, you about to get that whooping for sure.
Right. That's why he always say, don't keep adding sin to sin.
Right.
Because you keep adding sin to sin, Most High might stop punishing you and save you for the day of judgment.
Right. We can only and then what we think about David when it comes to sin? That's the first thing we did think of because it was so wicked. And Shimmy, he got a reason to be saying that because that was wicked. You feel me? He got that punishment. And then the only thing else we think about David is when he numbered the congregation of Israel. You feel me?
Right.
Think about our many sins. Go ahead,
All right. It says, in Abishai, son of Tesaruya, said to the sovereign.
The T silence.
So okay, Saruya, gotcha. Saruya said to the sovereign, why should this dead dog curse my master? The sovereign, please let me pass over and take off his head.
Abishai a wild boy, ain't
he? Yeah. And the sovereign said, what have I to do with you, you sons of Saruya? For let him curse, even because Yahuwah has said to him, curse David. And who should say, why did you do that? And David said to Abishai and all his servants, see how my son, who came from my own body, seeks my life. And how much more now this Benjamite, leave him alone and let him curse, for Yahuwah has spoken to him.
Again, because David know he did wickedly, man. You can't be like, knock his head off when you already know you done wrong, right?
It's straight up. Right? He like, man, he ain't saying that for no reason.
Sure.
If so, be Yah does look at my affliction, and Yah shall return good to me for his cursing today.
Mm. The Most High, what it say? If so be, Yahuwah does look on my affliction, right? Because they again, the Most High try our heart, right? You know he done wicked, but the Most High trying your heart and seeing like, are you truly like, what when we think about the Day of Atonement, when it say, bring yourself to affliction, right? Afflict your being.
Right.
Really afflict your being for the sin that you did, right?
Yeah.
Then the Most High, David say, man, he looking on my affliction. He know I'm afflicting my being for what I did, right? So let's see. Most High return good for that cursing, man. Let's jump down to that chapter 18 now.
Okay. Okay.
That's 18, right? We on?
Yeah, 18, 1 through 3.
And David mustered the people who were with him and set commanders of thousands and commanders of hundreds over them. And David sent out 1/3 of the people under the hand of Joab, and 1/3 under the hand of Abishai, son of Sarah, Joab brother, and 1/3 under the hand of Ittai and the Gittite. And the sovereign said to the people, I shall certainly go out with you too.
Hey, David said, man, I ain't letting y'all go out alone. I'm coming too, man.
Yeah. David was a true brother. He be riding. But the people answered, do not go out, for if we flee away, they would not set heart upon us.
Right, and that's how it is in war, right? If the king go out of war, well, it's just like chess. If you knock out the king, you won. The other pieces can be on the board. But if you knock the king over, then the game is over. So they said, hey, if you go to war with us, they ain't even going to worry about us. They going to look for you and try to kill you, man.
All right. Well, yeah, upon us. For now, 10,000 are like us. Therefore, it is better for you to support us from the city. And the sovereign said to them, wait, hold on.
Yeah, 5. Oh, yeah. I'm jumping to 5. Jumping to 5.
And the sovereign ordered Joab and Abishai and Ittai, saying, be gentle with the young man Absalom for my sake. And all the people heard when the sovereign gave all the commanders orders concerning Absalom.
Right, and those were the 3 commanders. He gave the orders, and all the people heard this, right? Be gentle with Absalom. I mean, don't knock his head off. Just bring him to me.
And when Absalom met the service of David, Absalom was riding on a mule. And the mule went under the thick branches of a great terebinth tree. And his head caught hold in the terebinth, and he was suspended between the heavens and the earth, while the mule, which was under him, passed on.
So it sounds like he got some of that hair like they be having in Florida, but they just like free locks. They just let it just, it be looking real. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Boy locks. That's what we'll call them.
And a certain man saw it and informed Joab and said, look, I saw Absalom hanging in a terebinth tree. What do you mean like hanging, man? Like
he caught by his hair. Think about when I say them Florida boy hairs, I don't know if you can picture how their hair look when they got like dreads, but they look nappy and like
long. Yeah, real thick. Yeah, long and thick.
Yeah, that's how his hair was. And it got caught under the tree. He was hanging from his hair, like caught on the tree.
Oh, snap. And Joab said to the man who informed him, now look, you saw, and why did you not strike him to the earth there? Then I would have given you 10 pieces of silver and a belt.
Go ahead. And a belt.
But the man answered,
said, hey man, I would have gave you money and you would have been high ranking in the army now. You feel me? You supposed to knock him dead. But everybody already knew the command that was given for Absalom, right?
Right. But the man answered Joab, though I were to receive 1,000 pieces of silver in my hand, I would not raise my hand against the son of the sovereign, because in our hearing the sovereign commanded you and Abshi and Ittai, my bad, saying, take heed, you who go against the youth, against Absalom. Otherwise, I would have been untrue to my own life. For no matter is hidden from the sovereign, and you yourself would have set yourself against me.
Say, man, if I would have killed him, the sovereign would have ordered you to kill me. Like, come on.
And Joab said, let me not waste time here with you. And he took 3 spears in his hand and thrust them through Absalom's heart while he was still alive in the midst of the terebinth tree. Dad. So that man, who's Joab now? So doing the army?
That's one of David's top commanders. You feel me?
Hey, yeah, he ain't want to listen to David, huh?
Yeah, but hey, I mean, Absalom did it for a reason, but we ain't gonna say it was a good reason, but he did it for a reason.
Yeah. And 10 young men who bore Joab's armor went around and struck Absalom and put him to.
Oh, my bad.
And put him to death.
So let's say the ones that bore his armor, we done with that. The ones that bore his armor, right, they struck him. So remember, he separated the armies in over 3 different commanders. So all the ones who under the same commander wearing that same armor of the commander that they under. Right.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, 9 and 10. Go ahead, Op.
And it came to be that all of the people were contending throughout all the tribes of Israel, saying, the sovereign delivered us from the hand of the enemies. He rescued us from the hand of the Philistines, and now he has fled from the land because of Absalom. And Absalom, who was anointed over us, has died in battle. And now, why are you silent about bringing back the sovereign?
So should we bring David back after he fled from Absalom? But Absalom dead. What should we do? Go ahead, Op.
So the sovereign returned and came to the Yarden of Yehuda, came to Gilgal to go to meet the sovereign, to bring the sovereign over to the Yarden. And Shimei, son of Gera, and Benjamite, who was from Bahurim, hastened and came down with the men of Yehuda to meet the sovereign David.
Wait, this that same Shimei. This that same Shimei, the one who was cursing him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And with him were 1,000 men of Benjamin, and Tisheba, the servant of the house of Saul, and his 15 sons, and his 20 servants with him. And they rushed over the Yarden before the sovereign. And they passed over the ford to bring over the sovereign's household, and to do what was good in the eyes of Shimei, son of Gera, fell down before the sovereign when he had passed over the Yarden, and said to the sovereign, do not let my master reckon crookedness to me, neither remember what wrong your servant did on the day that my master the sovereign left Jerusalem, that the sovereign should take it to the heart.
Hey, don't knock my head off when I was throwing rocks at you and cursing at you.
Right. Yeah. For I, your servant, know that I have sinned. And see, I have come today, first of all, the house of Joseph, to go down to meet my master, the sovereign.
From the house of Joseph. He didn't see the house of Israel. Joseph was the brother of Benjamin, right?
Right. But Abishai, son of Saruya, answered and said, should Shimei not be put to death for this? Because he cursed the anointed of Yah? And David said, what I have to do with you, your sons of Seruiah, that you are to be adversaries to me today.
Because
Should
it was
any
3 of them.
man
He said, you sons of Seruiah, because it was 3 of them, and they was all captains of his army. You feel me? They was all part of his army. So, you know, they always giving David a hard time. But go ahead,
should any man be put to death in Israel today? For do I not know that I am sovereign over Israel today? So the sovereign said to Shimei, you do not die. And the sovereign swore to him.
And the sovereign did what?
Oh, he swore to him.
David swore to him. David said, I swear to you that you don't die. You feel me? Today, right? It said the sovereign said to Shimei, you do not die. And he swore to him, right?
Right,
So did he swear by the name of the Most High?
No.
Let's see.
Where we at?
Okay. 1 Kings 2:1-6.
All right. And the days of David drew near to die, and he commanded Solomon, right? Yeah, Solomon his son, saying, I am going the way of all the earth, and you shall be strong and be a man. Right? And guard the charge of Yah, Yahuwah, and guard the charge of Yahuwah, your Elohim, to walk in his ways, to guard his laws, his commands, his right rulings, and his witnesses, as it is written in the Torah of Moses, so that you do wisely all that you do, and wherever you turn. I like that script. I be reading that to my son. But go ahead.
I was gonna say that's your script right there. That's that Deuteronomy 4 that you always read, and this is your wisdom, right? You know
right.
Guard the charge of Yahuwah, walk in his ways, guard his laws, his commands, right? That's your wisdom.
Right,
so that you do wisely. Okay, all praise.
Do wisely, all praise. And then you know, and it said, you know, show yourself a man. You know, a lot of us, I never knew how to be a man. For those that don't have a dad and things in that nature, well, it just tells you right there. Walk in the ways of the Most High, man. You know, read this word. You know,
and right?
And guard it.
You can read it all day. You gotta guard it, right?
Man, you know, and like I said, like I'll be telling my woman, you know, like I wasn't the best man, boyfriend, husband, whatever, man, but I said, man, when I came into this word, this thing really changed me. You feel me? It really, like, I'm like, man, and the person, and then, you know, for all of us, the person. Right, and then the people who was before we came into this word, it's like, yeah, that's true. You know, this word, it makes you a man and a woman. Beginning of knowledge, man.
All right.
Straight up, so all praises.
Basically, the fear of Yahuwah is the beginning of life.
Yeah, so that's a beautiful script right there. I didn't mean to get off topic a little bit, but yeah, I had to, you know, highlight that one for real. All right, so that Yahuwah does establish his word, which he spoke concerning me, saying, if your sons guard their way to walk before me in truth with all their heart and with all their being, saying, there is not to cease a man of yours on the throne of Israel. And also, you know that Joab, son of Seruiah, did to me,
right,
and what he did to the 2 commanders of the armies of Israel, to Abner, son of Ner, and Amasa, son of Yether, that he killed them and shed the blood of battle in peace, and put the blood of battle in his belt that was around his waist, and on his sandals that were on his feet.
Right. So he's saying, man, you know what Seruiah did to me? When he say did to me, he's talking about Absalom, right? Because we just read what
Mm.
we read what Joab did. He say, man, get out my face. He put 3 spears through Absalom's heart while he was still alive. So he said, you know what Joab did to me. He talking about Absalom. And then when he talking about Abner and Amasa and Yether, that he killed them was some of his commanders. These were this one Joab was against David at this time. But that's another story for another day. We just wanted to get that did to me talking about Absalom. Go ahead, Ab.
Yeah, hold on. I don't know why my Bluetooth disconnected. I got a phone call. Okay. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh man. Hey, you want to take over real?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it
Yeah,
up.
I got you.
I got you, because I know you probably gonna read the next one. Verse 6. So act according to your wisdom, and do not let his gray hair go down to Sheol in peace. Right? Talking about Joab.
Right. Jump to 8 out.
Yes, sir. And see, with you is Shimei, son of Gera, right? The same one that cursed him, right?
Right.
The Benjamite from Bekerum, whom cursed me with a grievous cursing in the day when I went to Mahanaim. But he came down to meet me at the yard, and I swore to him by Yahuwah, right? That was the question earlier that was posed. When he said, and I swear to you, did he swear by the name of Yah? But now we see he did, because he said, I swear to him by Yahuwah, saying, I shall not put him to death with the sword. You see how technical David got with that? He said, I, right? I shall not put you to death with the sword, right? What that verse 9 say? Y'all scroll down. And now, do not leave him unpunished, for you are a wise man and know what you should do to him, right? I'm not going to put him to death, but you know what you should do to him, and should bring his gray hair down to Sheol with blood. And David slept with his fathers and was buried in the city of David. Come on, man. So we see David even kept swearing by the name of the Most High, saying, hey, man, I ain't going to knock your head off for how you curse me, right? I did that, right? But, hey, I'm telling you, you know what you should do, right? Come on, man. That's crazy. Okay. That's crazy how they got down in the days of old, right? Let's see what Mashiach got to say about this.
Okay. Matthew 5:33. Again, you heard that it was said to those of old, you should not swear falsely, but shall perform your oath to Yahuwah. But I say to
wait, you see that? Mashiach put 2 commandments in one. Because we read them both, right? And that Leviticus 19 and 12 it say, don't swear falsely in his name, right? And in that Deuteronomy 23, it say, pay your vows or oath to the Most High that you made, right?
Right.
So he put 2 in one. So what you really talking about? He put two verses in one. Come on. Because we know not to swear falsely how Absalom did. But we know we also read when performing an oath that you can swear to the Most High. The Most High said, hey, you can perform an oath that you voluntarily swore to me, right?
Right.
Okay. What are you talking about? Let's get them.
Again, you heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not swear falsely, but shall perform your oath to Yahuwah. But I say to you, do not swear vainly at all, neither by heaven, because it is Elohim's throne, nor by the earth, for it is his footstool, nor by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great sovereign.
You see how that says? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just looking at that 34, but I say to you, do not swear vainly.
Right.
I just want to see what the King James say right here. But I say to you, swear not at all. You see that?
Matthew 5.
Right, but go back to that. Go back to that. Where it say vainly. where it say vainly.
Hey,
Click on that little bubble right there on top of it, out, so everybody can see that. What it say, out?
the Hebrew Shah.
So in the Shem Tov text includes vainly, right? So the Shem Tov text was written in what? Hebrew.
The Hebrew, right?
So if we was reading this in the Shem Tov text, what it was originally read in, the Shem Tov, it includes what, out?
The Hebrew
It
Shah.
includes vainly, right?
Right. But when you read in King James, it just say do not swear at all, right?
But now we understand if we was reading this in the Hebrew, what was first written, because Matthew, the book of Matthew was written in Hebrew. This is the only book, this is the only book in the New Testament written in Hebrew. And that's what we talking about. The Shem Tov. The Shem Tov was a Hebrew in Matthew, basically, right?
Right.
And we see that vainly was clearly included, right? But we see get to King James, vainly was clearly what? Taken out.
Taken out. Scripture is a better translation. Once again, we see why.
Right.
All right. But I say to you, do not swear vainly at all, neither by the heaven, because it is Elohim's throne, nor by the earth, for it is his footstool, nor by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great sovereign. Nor swear by your head, because you are not able to make one hair white or black.
Hey, come on. What brothers used to say when you used to get in the argument? I put that on my life, right?
On my mama.
I put that on my mama.
But let your word, yes be yes, and your no be no. And what goes beyond these is from the wicked one.
It's from
the
who?
devil. It's from Satan the devil.
Right. Because when you start talking about, man, I put that on my life, I put that on my mama, most of the time you lying, right? Most of the time, you swearing to prove a point. That's what Mashiach is talking about. Don't start putting it on the Most High, you know what I'm saying, to prove a point, right? Everything that we read, we ain't see that they made an oath to end the argument, right? They didn't say, oh man, we arguing with each other, man, to make sure that I'm right. I'm gonna say, man, I put that on my mama, or I put that on the Most High. No. That's when you start swearing vainly, right? And that's what Mashiach talking about right now. And this gonna confirm it right here. Read that out. What that say?
For men do indeed swear by the one greater, and an oath for confirmation is for them an end of all dispute.
An end of what?
All dispute.
So we disputing with each other, and you said, I put that on my mama. That's that one greater that we talking about. We ain't talking about the Most High.
Right.
That one greater, we said, I put that on my mama to end the dispute. And the nigga be like, he put it on his mama, he must be telling the truth.
He must be telling the truth.
That's what Mashiach talking about right here when he's talking about this, man.
Like that's the end of the dispute. And put it on his mama. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, so it just sound like Mashiach just being like just saying like just telling us just keep it real. You know what I mean? As long as you keeping your word and people know you to keep your word, you wouldn't even have to swear. And you're already known for keeping your word. So you wouldn't there's no need for you to swear. Because you get your yes is yes or your no's already no. And that's what you're known for. So yeah.
Right. And it's always the truth. When you say yes,
it's always the truth. Yeah.
When you say no, it's always the truth.
Exactly.
Okay. Isaiah 26. Open the gates. Let the righteous nation which guards the truth enter in.
Wait, can anybody enter in these gates?
No, sir. Let
It
the
say
righteous nation. Right. So it's a nation of people that guards the truth, right?
So can we start talking about spiritual Israel right here?
Yeah, the spiritual Israel, because all Israel ain't Israel.
Right. And the scriptures say that.
The one steadfast of mind, you guard in perfect peace, for he trusts in you. But what they trust in nowadays, Trump to make America great again?
or they gun.
Or they gun.
Mm-hmm.
Trust in Yahuwah forever. For a Yahuwah is a rock of ages.
Look how that name is. He put his name in there 3 times, right? That don't say trust in I am forever. For in I am is a rock of ages. Come on, man. Come on.
For he shall bring down those who dwell on
Jump
high.
to 7 now. Jump to 7 now.
Okay. The path of the righteous is uprightness.
Mm-hmm.
O upright one, you weigh the course of the righteous. Also, in the path of your right ruling, O Yahuwah, we have waited for you. The longing of our being is for your name and for the remembrance of you.
Just in case we forgot, like we read back in the earlier, right?
My being longs for you in the night. Also, my spirit within me seeks you earnestly.
Right.
For when your right rulings are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world shall learn righteousness.
Praise God. But when your right rule, when your judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world should do what? Learn
righteousness.
That sounds like it. Hey, that sounds like a time now and a time coming. Actually, you feel me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I seen a video the other day. You know, Gentiles keeping the Sabbath day, singing a song, chilling on the Sabbath. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, come on. No job, right?
Hey, can we get that again real quick?
Yeah, how that song go?
Hey, y'all gonna break something having that brother
hey, man,
sing
I
like
can't
that.
get. Hey, you know, Boss say your notes ain't touching my notes. How that go again?
Chilling on the Sabbath.
Oh Yahuwah, you establish peace for us. For you have also done all our works in us.
Right.
See that? For you have also done all our works in us.
But that means that's what they talking about in the beginning when they say the kingdom within.
Kingdom within. And him we move and have our being.
Right, for sure.
Oh Yahuwah, our Elohim, other masters besides you,
right,
have had rule over us.
We know that. We came out of Christianity, man. Come on.
Only in you do we make mention of your name.
Only in who?
Only in the Most High do we make mention of his name.
Now we see why everybody don't even got that name. Because they're going to do what we read in Leviticus. They're going to blaspheme it, right? Only in Yahuwah, when we start seeking out the Most High, do we get his name, right? It's not for everybody. Not for everybody.
Jeremiah 16 and 14.
Like I said, only in you. Like that's like the Most High, gave us, set for us the spirit. That's what I said. Like you can show people, but the Most High don't. Yeah.
Sent his spirit only in him. That we able to say his name, right? Only through his spirit.
When you say confess my name, right? Only in him we do that.
Only in him, right?
Y'all brothers done already. Y'all brothers could have went for 10.
Hold on, Rock. Let's finish.
Y'all could have went for 10 more scripts. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot dealing with this, man. Y'all could have went for 10 more. Go ahead,
Look at him. He's steady on that 7 o'clock finish.
Hey, brothers only acting like this, man, because they got things to do. But we ain't gonna get into that. Let's go.
Therefore, see.
He said he pushed his lamb in the ditch today.
Hey,
that was a good one, y'all, man.
I'm talking about y'all, man. No more. Hey, he say, Corey, I need you to sit somewhere for a while. I'll be back.
Yeah, I can talk about I pushed it into this. I pushed it in the
Hey,
ditch.
he got it into the ditch. He placed his donkey in the well real gently. You feel me?
That be Yamel throwing bone, instead of letting the bone go right to the dog, he throw that mug straight to the ditch. Now you go down there and get it. I come get you. I come get you. Hey brothers, my donkey's in the ditch this week. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, brother.
I ain't feeling you donkey ditches. That's what I'm call you. That's what I'm call you and y'all man donkey ditches. You know what I'm saying? That's some donkey ditches, man. Put my donkey in the well, man, so I can go and get out this Sabbath day. You know, I ain't dealing with y'all, man. Come on, man. Let's read this. You got things to do out here.
Jeremiah 16:14-21. Therefore, see, the days are coming, declares Yahuwah, when it is no longer said, Yahuwah lives, who brought up the children of Israel from the land of Mizraim. But Yahuwah lives, who brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north and from all the lands where he has driven them.
Sound like that coming.
That's coming. For I shall bring them back into their land I gave to their fathers.
It say, for I shall bring them back into their land I gave their fathers. This will go all the way back to Shem, what we read earlier, not just to Abraham, right?
All right. Go back to Shem.
Oh, okay.
Right.
See? It sound like
Go ahead, Al.
Oh, no, I was gonna say it's like a discussion we got coming up soon, right, Al?
Yeah. Yeah, it's coming. See, I am sending for many fishermen.
Right.
You see that? Many fishermen.
What we doing on this YouTube right now?
Man, we throwing our nets out to the people.
Right up.
Come on,
right
man.
up.
Many fishermen.
Hoping they jump in, right?
And there's a lot of brothers doing the same thing, right? Many fishermen.
Many praise Yah. You know.
And they shall fish them. Go ahead, Doc.
No, and then like hopefully, the people watching, like they going, become fishermen and fish the truth too, like all praises.
Mm-hmm.
Many fishermen, right? Right.
Yeah. Catch you one or two if you have to,
Hey, but that's why we dealing with this coming right out. A man's obedience determines his household. Because we can throw our nets out, but the first net we need to throw out is in our own household. Straight up.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go fishing for other men until you cast your net in your household and gather them accordingly, man. And that's just all the way.
Right. And, that's what I'm trying to do today. I'm trying to go be a fisherman. But I want, never play first. I'm trying to go be a fisherman. That's all I'm trying to do.
So, hey, what do you say? I got a Sabbath day journey. Do your thing, I guess
And after that, I shall send for many hunters. After that, I shall send for many hunters.
Come on,
and they shall hunt. And they shall hunt them from every mountain and every hill, and out of the holes of the rock.
Because they lost. When you lost and you in darkness, that's a hole in the rock, man. Right? Man, I'm gonna go hunt you, bring you out that thing, man. Come on, man.
For my eyes are on all their ways. They have not been hidden from my face, nor has their crookedness been hidden from my eyes. But you see, at first he sent out fishermen to fish the men. Then he gonna send out hunters, right? Them hunters is gonna, you trying to hide? You can't hide from the Most High. You pull them up out of there.
Yeah.
The Most High said, for my eyes are on all their ways.
Right.
They have not been hidden from my face. Right. Nor has their crookedness been hidden from my eyes. Because they gonna try to hide.
Yeah, you said it better. Hey, you said it better because I was saying the same thing. Them holes in the rocks. You hiding in that darkness. Let me bring you up out of there. I'm gonna hunt you up out of
Bring
that
you up
rock.
out of there. Hump you
Come
up
on.
out. Hump
Think
you up
about
out of there. The
animals that
judgment is coming.
even like them
Judgment is coming.
even like them boars. Them boars, they hide in like holes in the rocks and stuff like that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? The hunters, you feel me? They gotta bring them up out of there to actually to catch them. You can't go in the rock and go get them. You gotta bring them up out of that thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, wasn't it in that book of Ezekiel? I think it was. It had them 4 beasts that had them eyes, and they went out through the earth and they seen everything. They had them eyes on they wings and stuff. And remember, they like turn one direction and they all turn the same way.
Okay, yeah, that was the Ezekiel. I thought you was talking about that Zechariah I had read last time, where he said these are the ones that go throughout the earth, and all the earth was at peace.
No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about them Ezekiel when they said that these things they got like eyes covering they wings or something.
Yeah,
and they be
eyes on
seeing
the
everything. They be seeing everything or something. I don't know. We'd have to read it.
That's Ezekiel 1, chapter 1, verse 1 and 2. For my eyes are on all their ways. They have not been hidden from my face, nor has their crookedness been hidden from my eyes. And first I shall repay double for their crookedness and their sin. The ones that's hiding, they're going to pay double for their sins, for their crookedness and their sins, because they want to hide in the rock. We didn't want to believe in the Most High, but now, he sent fishermen out. Now he's sending the hunters. Now he's sending the unhunters, and now they want to go hide in their bunkers that they done built, thinking they good. Oh, we good. Bring me that there, my darling. We are safe.
Well,
that Israelite pulling up that door. What's that? Like, what's that? Who coming in from the roof like that?
And I actually, this might be afterwards, right? This might be afterwards when he say, "Cause first I shall repay double for their crookedness and their sin." So before he sent them, but them fishermen and them hunters, he said, "First I'm gonna repay you double." You know what I'm saying? Think about the slavery that our ancestors had to go through. You feel me?
Right.
Even from the 400 years that we talking about, even back in the days of Egypt when they took your kids. You know what I'm talking about? And help, it was the same thing, right? So he said, I'm gonna pay them double first. That's double right there. You know what I'm saying?
Because they have defiled my land with the dead bodies of their disgusting matter. And have filled my inheritance with their abomination.
Come on, think about how many things the Most High say is abominable to him, right?
Right. And they, fill my inheritance with their abomination. They put pork in everything.
Come on.
And the Most High said that's an abomination to us. Okay, my bad. I was going off a little bit. Oh, Yahuwah, my strength and my stronghold and my refuge. In the day of distress, the nations shall come to you from the ends of the earth and say, man, our fathers have inherited only falsehood. We got that white Jesus up there. We bringing out this cross. We going to church on Sunday. We inherited falsehood.
And who's saying this?
The nations, the Gentiles.
The nations is saying this, man. Wow.
Hey, can we,
no value in anything.
Can we go back to that 18 real quick? I just want to deal with that real quick.
Okay.
Right here, real quick. It says, like you said, disgusting matters and have filled my inheritance with their abominations, right? And I think about now, like with the Black Lives Matter movement and how they moved that Black Lives Matter movement into an LGBTQ movement. You know what I'm saying? I like abomination, man.
And they like one hand in hand with each other now.
Exactly. Hand in hand. And then you got Kamala Harris, right? Like we talked about earlier, that she bring out people like Quavo and Megan Thee Stallion. abominations. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Abominations, right?
Even that black, even having, like you say, Black Lives Matter, right? Because when you say Black Lives Matter, you're talking about the quote unquote African Americans, Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
That's what you're talking about when you say Black Lives Matter, right? Because
Right.
you'll have black people in UK talking about Black Lives Matter, and they might be a Hamite, but they still talking about Israel, right?
Right. Right.
You talk about Black Lives Matter, you're talking about an Israelite, but what they do, they mix Israelite, talking about Israelite lives matter with what?
LGBTQ.
Come on, man.
Oh, man.
Come on, them abominations, man. Come on. It's a disgusting matters and abominations, man. Most High say a man lay with a man, that's an abomination to me. That's what he said. I ain't making it up.
Woman and woman too.
Hey, think about it. Think about it though. When Paul say, when he said now even women, you know what I'm talking about? Now even you women is going off, you know what I'm saying, doing this women on
right.
All right,
would a man 20? Would a man make mighty ones for himself, which are not mighty ones? Therefore, see, I am causing them to know this time I cause them to know my hand and my might,
right?
And they shall know that my name is Yahuwah.
They shall have knowledge. That's what know means. To know means to have knowledge, right? Mm-hmm. To have knowledge that my name is Yahuwah, right? They can keep on trying to strip it out from every what's the name? What you say? They in one of the scripts they took it out of Psalm 68, Jah, right? He said, nah, by my might, they gonna know. They gonna have knowledge.
Okay. Last script.
He say last script like it's been all day. You see how you do? You know what I'm saying? That's how brothers do when they got somewhere to go. You know what I'm saying?
How can we just finish? You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never hear I talk about the last scripture.
Yeah, you ain't never heard him say that, huh? He talking about last iron in his pants, putting that crease in there. You know what I'm saying?
What sound the donkey make?
That
thing in the dish. That thing in the dish, like whatever sound it make. You know what
y'all going way, y'all going way off the lesson. Y'all going way off the discussion.
Way off the discussion. Hey, you hear him today, y'all man? Hey, y'all man, if that was you today, it would be nonstop. Now we're going off the lesson today. We're going off the lesson today. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Giandre, what sound the donkey make? You know what?
Giandre. Hey, I know it sounds like
Eeyore. Hey, don't join in. Don't join in. Don't join in, JR. Don't join in on their wickedness, JR.
Hey, young man,
hey, Big Ock, they be sprinkling me. I got it.
I know. They rubbing off on you.
Hey, this donkey ain't making heat.
Oh no!
This party bell sounds this donkey making. You know what I'm saying? Blowing what's that little thing that you blow to make that party sound? This donkey making. That's the sound that this donkey making.
Hey, party bell. Can I get to the script?
Party bell.
Fiesta.
I get to the script.
Hey, this donkey singing happy birthday. This donkey singing happy birthday, y'all.
I'm trying to read the script, y'all.
Okay.
Trying to read the script.
Go get the donkey out there.
In that day, you shall say, I thank you, Yahuwah, for delivering me from the hand of Yamel.
Read the script.
Okay, my bad.
Oh no.
Well, and in that day you shall say, I thank you, Yahuwah, though you were enraged with me.
Right.
Your displeasure has turned back, and you have comforted me.
And we saying that today.
Right. Praise Yah.
See, El is my deliverance.
Who is our deliverance?
The Most High Yah.
El Elyon is my deliverance. I trust and am not afraid, for Yahuwah is my strength and my song, and he has become my deliverance.
Hey, you see that right there?
All
You see how we
praise.
went to Psalm 68 and read Yah? Even if you can't, you see how we read Yah, but the name that you don't want to have to guess upon is written in the Hebrew, right? But we always have Yah. The Most High even gonna leave that for us right there. Wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? So even if, because hey, we did something way back in the day. I don't know if you remember, you know, how we get the name Yahuwah. We got a discussion on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we did go through the strong.
We can deal with that. But the Most High said, I never make it hard on you. For Yahuwah, right?
Is my strength and my song. And he has become my deliverance. And you shall draw water with joy from the fountains of deliverance. Right? That's
tasty,
that
right?
fountain that run from that mountain.
Right, that's real tasty.
And in that day, you shall say, it's always in that day. No. And in that day, you shall say, praise Yah.
And today, what we say?
Praise Yah.
Praise
Call
Yah.
upon his
Praise
name.
Yah. Exactly.
Call
Praise
upon
Yah.
his name.
Praise Yah.
Make known his deeds among the people.
Right.
Make mention that his name is exalted.
Man, we jump for joy for it, right? Come on.
Man. Sing to Yahuwah. Not Shag. Don't let Shag sing. Most High might be like, hey, brother, let somebody else sing, brother. Let somebody else sing.
Hey,
he must
we just want you to clap.
He been ironing his suit all day. He finally done ironing. Now he throwing shots. You feel me? He's like, yeah, I'm fresh pressed. Bro, you know, we gotta hurry up. Now he want to throw a shot. When I threw a shot earlier, it was a problem. You know what I'm saying? You know. Go ahead, Doc.
Sing to Yah, for he has done excellence. This is known in all the earth.
All the
Cry loud and shout.
Wait, Doc, I know you got somewhere to be, but look at that though. For he has done excellency, right? This is known in all the earth.
All the earth.
What we did with Rahab. What Rahab say? I heard that the Most High did this.
Right.
All the earth, man.
This is why they're trying to keep you down. Like we talked about earlier. They know what the Most High could do for us. They know what the Most High could do in general, man. It's known through all the earth, man.
Right.
You know?
And this is talking about in that day too, though. This is talking about that day when he delivered his people, where it won't be known. It won't be known, like you said in verse 1 or 2, I think. It won't be known that Yahuwah brought them from Israel, but it's going to be a new thing, right?
Right.
All the land, right?
I agree with that completely. That's the kingdom to come, but this is also talking about the kingdom within. That's why I say in that day, you shall say, or what we say right now. I thank you, Yahuwah, right? So that's that kingdom within and that kingdom to come. It's both. That's why we read that Jeremiah. You ain't gonna say that no more, because it's both. It's both.
Hey, can I say something real quick too?
Go ahead.
And just dealing with that, like, yeah, real quick. So like he said, it's like no longer will he be known for this, but he gonna be known for as the Most High that scattered them from abroad, all the four corners of the earth. And how would these people know that, the ones that don't get scattered? Because like he said, I'm gonna make y'all fishers of men. Like this word is coming out. And when the Most High gathered his people, it's going to be the people. They're going to be clearly know it was the Father, the Most High Yah that did it, because the people that's going to be getting gathered was the ones that probably was trying to tell these people the word, this truth right here they was running from. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Praise God.
And then, like you said, we fishermen and men. That's going to be something.
Right.
Still going to be fishing and hunting. You know what I'm talking about? It's going to be a time we got to go to the wilderness. Think about how many people going to stay in Babylon to see Babylon fall. You feel me? Man, it's a reason why some people that don't even really, deal like that, they gonna take heed and they gonna be like, yeah, we'll slide. You know what I'm talking about? We quote unquote believe, and that's why the Most High say we still gotta purge them out the wilderness again. It's gonna be the same purging. So it's like, yeah, we still gonna be hunting, but hey, every hunt ain't a good catch, man. Put it like that. Think about how many fish you would catch and think about how many you would throw back in the water. Because some of them are abominable, right? You'll grab some fish and you might have a lobster in there or something. You gotta throw that back. That's abominable, right? You know what I'm saying? You might be hunting and then you see something trying to get what you trying to deal with, and you shoot it down. That ain't your hunt. You will hunt a wild boar just for the point of it. Like, oh man, I want you to get to this wilderness. That's a wild boar. He come to this wilderness, he still gotta be purged out, man. For real, man. So we gonna be hunting, but everything that we hunt ain't gonna be no good catch. Put it like that.
Yeah, cause they heart not pure, man. Right.
Cry aloud and shout. Cry aloud and shout, O inhabitants of Zion. For great is the set apart one of Israel in your midst. When he gonna be in the midst, Doc? When he gonna be in the midst
of Israel?
Huh? When he gonna be in the midst?
When the kingdom comes?
When two or more are gathered.
Oh, the two or more gathered. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why we said the kingdom within. Also, this is the kingdom within and the kingdom to come. Straight up.
Right.
This one touching on both right here. This touching on both. For sure.
Praise y'all. Yeah. All praises, man.
And let's end it with Psalm 61.
Psalm 61.
And I got a special bonus for y'all too. That's why I told you stay tuned, because I know
we ain't got no bonuses, Doc.
Oh no, I ain't give you the bonus. I told you. I know you got something to be. I'll make it fast, Doc. I'll make it fast.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, you want the bonus now? Or you want to close it with Psalm 61? What you want first? Okay.
I mean, if you want to, I would say you get how many bonuses you got? How many scripts you got?
Real quick too. It's real quick. Okay.
Yeah, I say hit the bonus. Yeah.
Okay, here's the bonus right there. This is a testament of Solomon. All right. Chapter 10. Testament of Solomon, chapter 10. And I'm gonna start it at 4. Oh, you about to pull it up?
I'm gonna see if I can. See if I got it in here. Nah, I ain't got it.
Oh, okay. It's in the 54th book of Apocrypha. Okay. Yeah, you ain't got it. It's in the 54th book of Apocrypha.
Okay. Is it long? Because I could put it on the screen.
I know the suit looking real good. It's okay. I'm gonna read real slow so we all get it.
Hold on. Stay live real quick.
Okay.
Stay live.
All right, let's get this bonus then. You know what I'm talking about? That's that Testament of Solomon, 10. We're going to read 4 through 7. Then we're going to jump down. And we're going to hit that 12 through 13. I hit it out.
Okay.
I, Solomon, said to him, Beelzebub, what is your employment? And he answered me, I destroy kings, right? I ally myself with foreign tyrants and my own demons I set onto men in order that the latter may believe in them and be lost. Wow, Beelzebub has a lot of right? So now we see why when Mashiach was going hard and they talking about you have a Beelzebub, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the chosen servants of the Most High. Look at that. And the chosen servants of the Most High, priests and faithful men, I excite to do desires for wicked sins. right? So Beelzebub, he say, man, I ain't even going after those who already, done doubted and lost in this. Right? He said, chosen servants of the Most High, priests and faithful men. Them the ones I excite to desire for wicked sins, right? And evil heresies and lawless deeds. And they obey me, and I bear them on to destruction. Wow. He said, I got me a trophy when I got a servant of the Most High, a priest and a faithful man. And I inspired men with envy and murder and for wars and sodomy and all evil things. And I will destroy the world. Wow. And I will destroy the world. Look at the destruction in the world right now. That's why the Most High got to purge out this wickedness for the kingdom to come. What we read earlier, right?
Right.
Let's get that 12.
You jumping?
Yes, sir, the 12. Right?
Okay.
And I said to him, tell me, by what messenger are you frustrated? Right? What angel frustrates you, Beelzebub? Like, if you read the Testament of Solomon, it's always a certain angel that frustrates these demons, right? So he asked him, what angel or what messenger frustrates you, Beelzebub? And he answered, by the holy and precious name, right, of the Almighty Elohim. It didn't say by the Lord. It didn't say none of that. It said by the holy, the set apart and precious name. That's why everybody can't get this name, because it's precious, right? It's precious. Right. This is the only name that you can get off to fight off of Beelzebub. This holy and precious name, you get that Beelzebub off your back, right? By the holy and precious name of the Almighty Elohim, called by the Hebrews by a row of numbers. That's what we was getting at. By a row. So the Hebrews called the Most High by a whole bunch of different. That's why we say you can say Yahweh, Yahuwah, what they say, Yahweh Shai, what they say, Yahweh. You feel me? Because he said the Hebrews call me by a row of numbers. There's a whole lot of different names that these Hebrews call me, right? On which the sum is 644. He say about the sum of the whole number, what Hebrews call me. We didn't just say Israelites. We said Hebrews.
Right.
By all these Hebrews, it's about 644 names that these Hebrews call me. That's what Yamel said. They could be saying God, they could be saying El, they could be saying this. But the Most High search your heart, know who you calling upon. He know you calling upon him, right? 644 names. And among the Greeks, it is Emmanuel. That's all we want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Among the Gentiles, they know Emmanuel, right?
Right.
And they conversion from Emmanuel, what they converted to? Jesus. That's what they did. All right, Psalm 61.
That was a good bonus. I'll pray.
It was a good ball. It should have been in the lesson.
I mean, I guess it was if we read the song.
Okay.
Read the song so I guess it was in the discussion. Let's get them though. Psalm 61. All praise. Hear my cry, O Elohim. Listen to my prayer. From the end of the earth, I call unto you. When my heart is faint, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. For you have been my refuge, a strong tower in the face of the enemy. Let me sojourn in your tent forever. Let me take refuge in the shelter of your wings. Selah. For you, O Elohim, have heard my vows, right? You have given me the inheritance of those who fear your name. You add days to the days of the sovereign, his years as many generations. Let him dwell forever before Elohim, preparing loving commitment and truth to preserve him. So I sing praise to your name forever. When I pay my vows, day by day. Praise Yah, hallelujah.
Praise Yah.
Praise
Hey,
God.
hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Praise you, man.
That was
Hallelujah,
good. That was
Praise
good.
Yah.
That was
Praise
real
Yah.
good.
Most High
Don't
good.
say it
Most
too
High
many
great.
times. Our head already big.
Hey, Most High great. You know that.
Oh, praise